what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, Phillies magic, magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome. Okay, clear your throat next time. Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles' second game of a 3-game series against the Philadelphia Phillies here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. Folks, the Orioles. What a ball game last night. What a ball game to close out the road trip on Wednesday. Last 2 games, folks, come from behind wins. Very emotional. And if you were here early enough to see the photograph displayed as the intro music was playing there, Gunnar Henderson with a 2-run game-winning RBI triple really was just such a special moment. I can't stop picturing in my mind. I've got about 10 different ways to look at it now. Thanks to Phantom for making a GIF out of it. Just phenomenal. Phenomenal result last night. Brandon Young didn't have his best stuff, but the team picked him up. And, yes, the offense took a while to get going. They got 2 runs straight away in the first inning to match the 2 runs the Phillies put up with a bomb by Pete Alonso. But after that, Andrew Painter, who has not had a very good season for the Phillies, suddenly started to retire us one inning after the next. But we finally got him out of the ball game, and the moment we did in the 7th inning, it was almost a replay of what happened against Tarek Skubal. We got to their bullpen. We had a 4-run 7th, and we turned a 2-run deficit into a 2-run lead, holding on to win that ball game 6-4. That puts us now 2 games below 500. We are, I think, only a game and a half out of the wild card spot, the final wild card spot. I think we're only 1 back in the loss column from not only the 2 teams in front of us, but also that wild card spot. 1 back in the loss column. We have 1 more loss. That's it. We're right there. We are knocking on the proverbial door, folks. We still have to be a 500 team. I will not let that go. And I don't think we're in a position to flex. We're in a position to just treat this as we've got a chance. And this team needs to put their head down and start playing good baseball. Last night we didn't have any errors, but Gunnar Henderson, again, with a huge moment. He only had the 1 hit, but that 1 hit came late and it came in the clutch. And if you saw Gunner's reaction, and I hope that you did, it might be a turning point. Again, baseball, very romantic sport. Sometimes we like to overindulge or embellish on moments in the ball game that stand for something larger than the moment itself. But if that is the case, if it's ever the case, I feel like I saw it last night. I'm hoping Gunner is going to be, going to start playing like the Gunner we remember. We were starting to forget. It's been so long. And again, folks, we're talking about one hit. How much can you put into one hit? Normally, not much. But if you've watched Gunner, if you've seen the frustration that he carries with his lack of production, particularly in clutch situations, and then you saw that reaction last night, I mean, if nothing is going to get him right, I mean, if that doesn't get him right, I should say, then I don't know what can. I saw something there. All right, so we've got business here. We've got a couple of tough pitchers over the next couple of nights. And remember, Andrew Painter, despite, giving up runs in the first, didn't exactly have a dazzling pitching line, but he was effective by the time he got out of that first inning. We now have to face the starter for this year's All-Star game from the National League, Christopher Sanchez, a southpaw, and our offense seems to be pretty against lefties. It can get a little dicey. I mean, Skubal, probably not the best example because he's probably the best lefty in the game, but he shut us down until he left. But I could name other lefties we faced this season that our offense just can't get a whole lot going. In order to address that, though, the Orioles, Craig Albanez appears to have, I don't know, he's got an idea of how maybe to better construct this lineup. We'll see how it works. But, folks, I got to tell you, when I saw this lineup card and the top player, the player sitting at the top of this order, I thought my computer was on the fritz. I was ready to just restart, see if it was some kind of glitch in the Matrix. Folks, Kobe Mayo is your leadoff hitter tonight. That's right. You heard right. Don't adjust your television sets. Kobe Mayo is going to lead off against this lefty. And we're going to see how that works. We'll go over the rest of the lineup here in a minute. First, let's talk about the starting pitching matchup. And then we'll go over some other notes. One note I should mention before anything, the Orioles had an open roster spot after trading Dean Kramer. Oh, we haven't even talked about that. This happened, 10 minutes after I signed off? Dean Kramer traded to the to where? Where'd he go? The Twins. Sorry, the Twins. Another American League Central. We've only made a couple of deals, and they've both involved AL Central teams. But yeah, Dean Kramer now with the Twins. We got back an 18-year-old outfielder whose name I need practice saying. But this prospect is already, I believe Phantom said last night. I don't know this to be official, but I trust Phantom on this. Apparently, he's a top 20 prospect in our farm right out of the gate the minute he got traded to us. So it's a piece. We got a piece back, something that's probably not going to factor for at least 3 years, 4 years. I don't know. It's going to be a while before this guy probably is ready for the show. But I guess he's got some good tools. He's a prospect. Anybody want to just throw his name into the chat, feel free to let everybody know who he is. Because I can't remember. And even if I did, I'd probably screw up spelling it. Yeremil Geraldo. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. So Dean Kramer got traded away. That left a spot open on the roster. Instead of bringing up a starting pitcher, why do that? Because Kramer's turn in the rotation doesn't come up until the off day and then the series against the Angels. So until his turn comes up, we don't really need another starter. We can use that time period to bring up a reliever. And we brought up the guy that I was sort of pegging to call up anyway, based on how Rico Garcia has been looking lately. I don't want to see Rico Garcia just DFA'd. I want to see him figure out a way to hang around in low leverage situations and see if he can get back that stuff that was working for him. But right now he's such a liability. I just don't trust him in any situation that matters. But we do have an extra arm, another righty, and that is Yeremil Geraldo. You might remember Geraldo from the beginning of the season. He went down with an injury. He had been out for a couple of months, came back, started working in AAA, put up some good numbers there, and now he's been called back up. Oh, there it is. Jamnardo. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that right. Doesn't he have a media, a YouTube channel? Jamnardo Media? Just kidding. John Boy reference. Reyes, it's not that hard. It's the first name, Mr. Hyde, and you know it. Stop giving me guff. We haven't even had first pitch. Folks, the pitching matchup tonight, Shane Baz, all right? The Baz is on the mound for us tonight. Baz coming in with a record of 4-9. ERA just a little bit under 4 with a 1.39 ERA. That's over 122 innings. He's given us a lot of innings. 125 hits, 107 Ks to 44 walks, only 9 home run balls. That's the other thing you got to like about Baz. Does not give up many home runs. 9 in 122 innings. Facing off against All-Star Christopher Sanchez. He has a very impressive record. 13 wins on the season already. 13-4 the record, a 2.73 ERA, and a whip of 1.20. We've got our work cut out for us, folks. He's gone 138 2/3 innings, 139 hits, so right on 1 per inning there. But he's only walked 28 batters. He does not walk guys. That's about 1 1/4 per start. 157 strikeouts to those 28 walks. He's given up a dozen home runs. Let's talk about the lineups for the visiting Phillies. Trey Turner will lead off and play shortstop. Kyle Schwarber, as per usual, DHing and batting second. Bryce Harper will play first base and bat third. Alec Boehm at third will hit cleanup. Brandon Marsh will play left field and hit fifth. JT Realmuto, who homered last night, will do the catching and bat sixth. In the 7th spot, it's Bryson Stott. He's at second base. Justin Crawford in center field will hit 8th. And then Brian De La Cruz will be in right field and batting 9th. The only change I see in this lineup is Rincones Jr. Dropping out and De La Cruz coming in, with Crawford moving from 9th up to 8th in the batting order. Everything else looking pretty much like the Game 1 lineup for the Phillies. For your Baltimore Orioles, once again, get a load of this. Leading off and DHing, Kobe Mayo, leadoff hitter.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Say what? He's going to do it. He can hit lefties. That's what he can do, right? Well, he's going to have 1 extra at-bat to do it, in all likelihood, by hitting leadoff. But I think I have a theory as to why this spot in the order might make sense. When you look at it, it certainly looks weird, but I do think there's an explanation. However, I'm going to save that explanation for in-game so we can hurry up and get through this stuff. But Kobe Mayo is going to bat leadoff, folks. Taylor Ward is going to bat. This is the other part of the lineup that I'm very happy with. Pete Alonso no longer batting second. Pete Alonso's back in the cleanup spot. Taylor Ward no longer batting cleanup. Taylor Ward now batting closer to the top of the lineup. Don't know why we switched it around like we did for a couple of weeks, but hopefully we're going to stick with something more like this. With Taylor Ward hitting second, he's in left field. Gunnar Henderson will bat third at shortstop. Pete Alonso at first base, cleaning up. And then you have Tyler O'Neill in right field against the lefty starter. He's batting 5th. Christian Encarnacion Strand, who's been an absolute legend since his call-up. He's now actually, I think, collected the most RBIs and the least amount of games. Something like he's got 11 RBI in his first 11 games or something like that. And I don't think any other Orioles ever done that. If there's an exact way of being precise about that stat, feel free to correct me, but something in that range. The bottom line is it's been a great debut for Encarnacion Strand. He's going to be at third base hitting 6th. At the moment, 11 for 34 with 3 homers, 11 RBI, and a .324 batting average. All right. Leody Taveras, this is my one problem with this lineup tonight. Taveras is going to play center field again. I know there's a lefty on the mound. I don't care. Colton Cowser's glove is way more valuable than Taveras' bat against a lefty. Folks, you must agree with me on this. At the moment, as is, just 2 lefty bats in this lineup. I think we're okay with 3 lefty bats and 6 righty bats against a lefty starter. I think that's stacked enough. You bat Cowser at the bottom of the order, and you call it a day. And you have much more trustworthy defense in a position that requires it. But we're going to go with Taveras here, at least to begin the game, in center field. Jackson Holliday has been red hot, now hitting .261. He's at second base, batting 8th. And then Jake Rogers. He did get an at-bat already. His first at-bat as an Oriole was a broken bat double play ball. Kind of an auspicious beginning, but gets the start here tonight. He'll be catching Shane Baz. He's batting 9th, hitting just a .160 on the season. This guy was Trevor Rogers. That's our ace, or co-ace. He was Tarek Skubel's personal catcher. Anyway, what was the other piece of news I wanted to address? Well, before I look for it, I'll tell you that the game time temperature in downtown Baltimore, currently 86 degrees, cloudy skies. Not sure if there's going to be any rain coming up later. I hope not. Home plate umpire tonight is Marvin Hudson. That's a name I know. Hopefully Marvin will be on good behavior. And yeah, let me just take a moment to check out the old Twitter feed of Oriole beat writer Rock Kabatka. Oh, look at me. I just belched. I silently belched. I apologize. By the way, the Orioles had a pregame ceremony here tonight. It's the Orioles Hall of Fame induction. Couple of Davises, one pitcher, one hitter. Chris and Storm. Chris Davis and Storm Davis now going to be on the Oriole Hall of Fame wall as they get their plaques tonight during the pregame. Let's see. What else? I told you about Geraldo coming up. We went over a lot of injury updates last night, so I wouldn't expect much more updates for anybody that's currently hurt. We basically got the full rundown just yesterday. Mike Elias doing a press conference. But, yeah. When's first pitch here? Is it 5 after? Is it? Yeah. Oh, okay. First pitch should be just a moment away. Now, folks, I am a little bit worried. I am using and I used the opportunity earlier today. There was, I think it was the White Sox and the Rays were playing. I wanted to find a stream that maybe wasn't so far behind like it was last night. And a little more dependable. I hope I've found it, but I am using something that I've never used before. So please, if things get a little weird with the technical stuff, just hang in there. If you know me, I never shut the stream down, and I will cover this game any way that I can. But if you are going to be watching along, and you know what? I should be putting out a poll at some point. I would like to know what the percentage of people that watch the game while listening to me call it with their sound down on the TV or whatever, or versus those that just listen in for the audio call and the visual representation track the ball game. I try to run this for people that don't have access, that can't watch the game, and I try to call the game that way to paint those pictures for them. So that's sort of who I gear it for, because if you can see it, you're good. But if you are watching along, you're going to want to get synced up with me, and the odds are you're going to be ahead of me. And the best way to get synced up is to pause your game right after the first pitch. Okay? If you're not familiar with the process, it's very simple. After the first pitch of the game, just get ready to do it. Pause it right after that pitch, and then wait for me to catch up and call that same first pitch. Once I've done that, you unpause your game, and now we're synced up, theoretically anyway, for the remainder of the ball game. You just got to kind of wait for me for one pitch. You might be a few seconds behind the rest of the world, but if you're going to be hanging out with us, we want to be on the same page, folks. Oh, they just showed Gunnar slide into third and his reaction. That's how the Orioles are opening their broadcast tonight, showing Gunnar reaching third and just throwing a haymaker into the dirt. Ah, what a moment. What a moment. And folks, the yard is packed. We're talking half full in the farthest reaches of the upper deck out there in left field. The sections where nobody sits has people there, at least half full there, and it looks pretty packed. Lower bowl looks jam-packed. Folks, and not everybody's even taken their seats yet. It looks like a lovely night for baseball in Baltimore. Folks, Shane Baz taking his warm-up tosses right now. This is his 22nd start. Again, his ERA just a little under 4, and we want to keep it below 4 the rest of the way. I mean, we're down to, what, 50 games to go? So about 10 more starts per starter in this rotation, I guess is how that math works out. Folks, I hope you're ready for baseball. We are about to get set. Trey Turner in the on-deck circle. And also, by the way, let me say hello. I don't really see too many unfamiliar names in the chat, but I haven't really scrolled through. But folks, hopefully JJ's audience, after getting the word from JJ, I heard him announce it on his stream. I saw him put up a community post about it. He was basically urging his audience that are Philly fans to come over and check out the game over here on my channel tonight, because JJ not available to call the game. I have been on JJ's channel to call a Phillies game earlier this season, and the reception there, I think, was pretty good. Now, obviously, this is a little bit different because this is our team going head-to-head against their team, and I know the Phillies have been struggling lately, and if you're a Philly fan right now, you're probably not in the best of moods, and you probably feel like you really need to get this win here. You got Sanchez on the mound. But, folks, I just ask we all try to get along, all right? I'm not expecting everybody to be silent, but let's just try to be respectful. Here we go, folks. First pitch of the ball game. Baz is ready, and the pitch is in there for a strike on the outside edge. We are underway. Trey Turner hitting .248. He's got 16 homers. He's driven in 43. He hit number 16 last night. A solo shot to left. Next pitch, strike 2, a sinker. Baz hits the bottom of the zone. And 2 pitches in. Good signs. Let's bring this over here. And I might need to update the timing of this. We haven't even seen pitch 1 yet. But better for it to be behind than spoiling. That one is in the dirt. A curveball. And Turner lays off of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I still haven't seen the first pitch come up. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to... It's probably set from yesterday, and it hasn't reverted. Oh, I forgot to hit refresh. That's what it is. This cutter just missed. The count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I got to do a little bit of maintenance here, folks. Let's see if this helps. I'm going to have to refresh some of these animations. 2-2, fouled off to the left. Count remains. So scoreboard, refresh, and what is it? In-game refresh. Folks, this info will be coming back momentarily. Hopefully better timed. 2-2 pitch. Turner takes it to right. That ball's dropping, but it is caught on the run. O'Neill coming in from right on a shallow fly ball by Turner. One away. Defensively for Baltimore, left to right in the outfield, it's Ward, Taveras, and O'Neill. You got Encarnacion Strand at third, Gunnar at short, Holiday at second, and Alonso at first. And again, making his debut as a starter behind the plate, it's Jake Rogers. And he's supposed to be a pitcher's catcher. Supposed to have a reputation for knowing how to handle the staff, and he's been handling the back-to-back Cy Young Award-winning Tarek Skubal exclusively here for the last couple of years. So hopefully we'll have that benefit of his game. Kyle Schwarber at the plate. One out, nobody on. Schwarber hitting .251. And after my game, well, now my game is, okay. My game just skipped after pausing. Second pitch to Schwarber is hit out towards center field on a line, and it's caught by Leody Taveras. So 2 down now. Pardon the interruption. Again, I'm watching a new stream. It looks great. I mean, I'm in full high def, maybe even 4K. Bryce Harper at the plate. And that first pitch just missed inside for ball 1. Harper, who used to play right down, been a Philly for a while now. Hit on the ground and backhanded by Holiday at second. Throw to first in time. Shane Baz, 10 pitches, 3 up, 3 down. Let's go. All right. Good looking start from Baz. Got through Turner, Schwarber, and Harper without much difficulty. Just 10 pitches. Now, why does my streaming software say poor? I don't want to see that. My status on the YouTube studio for the live stream, it says poor. Oh, do you mean like pour me another drink? Poor? Okay, I can do that. How good is Shane Baz? He's got some pretty good stuff. And I don't think he's hit his peak potential. But he came from Tampa, and, you know, Tampa's pretty good at developing starting pitching. So, and Baz, he's an innings eater as well. He can go 100 pitches plus. He can go 6 innings plus on the regular basis. So he's usually doing that. He's usually giving us something around a quality start. 6 innings, and we'll probably give up 2 runs in those 6 innings. That's pretty much how it's been going for him, usually. What's his best pitch? Probably that knuckle curveball. When Baz's knuckle curveball is on, and I think we saw one of them at least in that first inning, he can be tough. And, of course, we want him to be tough. All right, Kobe Mayo's already in the on-deck circle. I wanted to go through the Charm City chat and say hello to people, but we're going to try that in the next half inning. Because I got to sit here and just sit back and watch Kobe Mayo bat leadoff. His first leadoff at bat in the majors, and I think Phantom told me it's only the 5th time, or is it the 6th time? Either way, in his entire career, we're talking minor league career, the whole shebang. Swing and a miss. Well, like a leadoff hitter, he takes a home run swing on a pitch outside for strike 1. Are we sure about this?
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Are we sure about this? We're going to see. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of a changeup from Sanchez. And I do believe that is Sanchez's top out pitch, right? That changeup of his, one of the better ones in baseball. Mayo quickly behind 0-2. So 6 times tonight, 5 times previously, 3 in A ball and twice in Double A. As Mayo strikes out on 3 pitches. How did that work out, Alpernez? Wow. 3-pitch strikeout. That's what you want out of your leadoff hitter. Up there swinging for the fences and striking out on 3 pitches. Yeah. Might have to go back to the drawing board on that lineup card. Here's Taylor Ward. He takes off the plate outside for ball 1. Hey, folks, the odometer has rolled over, hon. Probably with a few Philly fans out there. Welcome in. And, folks, JJ would ask that you stay subscribed to help out the channel and help it grow. Me and JJ have been doing as much as we can to help each other. Now, obviously, JJ, more time at it. He calls more than just one team, one sport. He is a grinder. Got more than twice as many subscribers as me, but I still try to help him out just the same. Ward with a ball hit to second base. Stott. Ball hit right to him. He will retire Ward. That was a 2-0 pitch he got, and all he could do was hit it on the ground. Did hit it hard, but right to second base. 2 down, nobody on. Here comes Gunnar. And I believe his first at-bat since that memorable triple last night. I mean, folks, by the time this season's over and looking back as the years start to go by, we might look back at that game last night and just refer to it as Gunnar's triple. Let's hope so. He takes ball 1.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
2 down, nobody on. Gunnar with a 1-0 count. Current average just .219. That ball's roped and past the diving second baseman Stott into right field. An absolute laser off of the all-star starter Sanchez. Triple digits off the bat for Gunnar. Is he back? That swing sure looks like he is. Gunnar right on it. And hit hard enough to get through the infield. A 2-out knock. And Pete Alonso takes well off the plate, half a foot or so for ball 1. Folks, the polar bear is up.
A polar bear stirs.
Pete at 23 homers, 69 driven in. 2 down, runner at first, and Sanchez's next pitch, top of the zone, belt high strike. 1-1 the count. Alonso again last night had a 2-run homer, opposite field. He leads baseball in opposite field home runs with 11. If he's going to keep doing that, I say bring back Baltimore. This one just missed up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Alonso in his last 21 games at home is batting .303 with 8 homers and 19 driven in. OPS over 1,000. Keep it going, Pete. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. And after stepping out of the box, he's back in there. Sanchez has already got a layer of sweat glistening on his throwing arm. Must be a humid night at the ballpark. That pitch misses. It's 3-1. Folks, your first bugle of the night. Three balls, 1 strike. Gunnar at first, 2 down. The pitch. That ball's fouled back. Full count. And Gunnar will be off now with 2 down. One more time. Come on. The payoff pitch to Alonso. is called strike 3. Sanchez nailed the top of the zone with a sinker right on the edge. Alonso watched it just take that slight dip into that top of the zone, and he has been retired. The Orioles get a man on, and he is stranded. We go to the second inning, folks. No score yet in Charm City. Now my status reads excellent, which is excellent. Now let's talk to everybody. Folks, how are we doing? I cannot... Garrett Family Aquatics is saying no audio, BW. Benjamin is saying no audio. Well, how are multiple people coming in saying no audio? Clearly, everybody would be screaming at me about that if that were true. But it's strange to see two different people reporting that right out of the gate. Okay, we've got Alan Piles, Phantom, Garrett Family Aquatics, George Ford, B-Dub10, Benjamin Hartz, Matt Abel, Brian Mitch, my brother. Hello, Matt, if you're still around. El Duderino, Nicholas Handy, Tremella Wright, Edward Bowers, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde, it's been a while, hasn't it? Cronenberg Rick. Any relation to David? One of my favorite horror directors. What else we got? 411 Shirley. Oh, that's right. Mr. Hyde was ribbing me about how easy it is to pronounce Reyes. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Johnny O. Welcome in. Orioles fan 79. Erica Cirque. I've already forgotten the names I've mentioned. Rob Freeman, did I get you already? Anita Helton. Folks, I'll have to get back to that in the next half inning. This ball's grounded to third base on the first pitch by Alec Boehm. Encarnacion Strand throws across the diamond in time, one away. A one-pitch out for Baz. He's got 4 outs on 11 pitches. Fantastic. Oh, what now? What are you doing to me? Come back to me, ball game. Okay. I've lost audio. Brandon Marsh due up next. He's hitting 277. Baz is ready. And my game froze. It's going to bounce back in. There it is. Strike 1 to Brandon Marsh. Who else is here? The next pitch. What are you doing, you stupid... Brr. Folks, going to try to refrain from salty language. What happened to my ball game? This is working fine. It's 0-2 now on Marsh. Forgive me. Just forgive me perpetually over the next 3 hours. On an 0-2 pitch, ball 1 to Marsh. Marsh batting 277. Left-handed hitter. The 1-2 pitch inside. 2-2. So if I'm not mistaken, Marsh was a 300 hitter for most of this season, but apparently he's been struggling because that average is into the 270s here. One out, nobody on. We're in the top of the second, scoreless. Marsh with a 2-2 count. Swung on and fouled to the right. Got a knuckle curve there from Baz. Cal Bradish. There's a shot of him chilling by the Oriole dugout. Bradish to the starter tomorrow. 2-2 pitch. Ooh, that might have been worth a challenge. Baz would have gotten strike 3 had we done so. That ball landed at the upper outer corner of the zone. But the umpire said it was a ball. What should we do about that, folks?
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes!
And the payoff pitch. Swung on. That's line to left, and that's down for a base hit. Marsh will have a one-out single going to the opposite field. First base runner given up by Shane Baz. A one-out knock, and JT Realmuto coming up next. Now, where did I leave off on this list? Oh, it's going to be difficult. There's an AUD. AUD, hello. Ein Japan, how you doing? Here's a called strike one to Realmuto. A cutter from Baz. Joseph Arts, welcome in. Charm City Tony, chilling in South Baltimore, I'm sure. How you doing, Tony? 0-1 the count on Realmuto. That ball's hit to center, right at Taveras. I mean, one step to make that catch for out number 2. Braden Kerwin, hello. Preston Smith, welcome in. Ronnie Hood. Book Doc, always a pleasure, sir. Book Doc's been around since the first season. Thomas Brock, welcome in, Thomas. Folks, it is looking a little bit cloudy above the ballpark. Just got to look at the skyline there. Bryson Stott is up, and he takes a swing. It's a high fly ball, but it's shallow. Tyler O'Neill is wondering if rain is going to start falling after that ball. Clouds above us, and that ball nearly hit it, but it came down finally. O'Neill makes the catch, and the inning is over. Shane Baz, how about 21 pitches through 2 innings? Lovely. 10 in the first, 11 in the second. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Can't see scoreboard. Now what? Now I'm reading something that says can't see the scoreboard. Was that during the 1 minute of refreshing that I actually said would take a minute? Hopefully, whatever that's about is fixed. I've been told there's no microphone working, and now I'm told there's no scoreboard. Apparently, I'm just sitting in an empty void right now. In silence. Trichomis is here. Sorry if I butchered your name. And what else? I'm not sure what that comment means. Erica Cirque, did I get you? I've forgotten who I've already said. Folks, this channel might be getting too large to go through this practice. Honestly, because I don't want it to get to a point where people are like, well, what about me? I said hello like 5 times and he didn't say anything. Oh, it looks like our buddy came by. Oh, pal, are you starting to get upset that your messages don't even reach me anymore because the channel's too busy and we're all just simply doing our own thing and you don't matter? Huh? I guess that's just not quite reaching your pea-brained little mind of yours. Kyle Shackelford is here. Hello, Kyle. G.E. Wilson, 21, who just became a Magic member yesterday. Chuck Gaiman, Key West. Isaac Angel. Feel like I haven't seen you in a minute, Isaac. Welcome in. Folks, it's Tyler O'Neill leading off, and O'Neill gets into one, but it's right to center field. Crawford is there to make the catch. Looked good off the bat. Looked better off the bat than it really was. Pretty harmless fly ball to center. And Kanu, 4961, how are you? Tank Frederick, hello. Vontae Boyd, wow, so many folks. PJC, all right, everybody. Jet Bond, 3356, Jared Hawks. Carl Schaefer, KPK 33X. Welcome in, everybody. I try to get you all, but at this point, I feel like if I keep just reciting names, everybody's going to start checking out, going, can he please stop just running down a list of names and call a ball game? Okay, you got it. Folks, it's Encarnacion Strand at the plate. He fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. A change up there from Sanchez, and it's a good one. It has fooled every hitter that's gotten it so far tonight. Perfect pitch as a lefty to go after righties with. He just keep that change up outside and low and watch the swings and misses. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Another change up, another one low. This one not outside, more middle of the plate. Same result, though. And Encarnacion Strand strikes out. All right, folks. Hello, Wild Card Arts Entertainment. Maybe I didn't read your message in the chat because the one time I saw it, your message was deleted by a mod. But hi. Here's a ball lined to third base, caught by Alec Boehm, and that will end the inning. Tavares lines out, and the inning is over. Folks, we've played two. Both teams have one hit. Both teams have left a man. Third inning coming up, no score in Baltimore. All right. Time for me to step away for a sec, folks. I'll be right back. Like and subscribe, please.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! No! 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 It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
You never heard of Baltimore style?
This being Baltimore and all.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
This is great iced tea.
All right. We are ready for the third inning. The Phillies will be sending up their 8, 9, and 1 batters, starting off with Justin Crawford. And first pitch to Crawford outside, ball 1. Welcome back. Your dreams are your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Here's a foul ball. 1-1 on Crawford. Orioles broadcast booth has invited Chris Davis, who has just again earlier tonight been inducted into the Oriole Hall of Fame. Here's a ball hit to left by Crawford, going back on it, still going back, and making an over-the-shoulder catch is Taylor Ward. Crawford, not known for his power, gave that one a ride to the opposite field. Ward not playing all that deep, not expecting a ball hit that deep, but luckily it held in the air long enough for him to track it down, one away. Folks, Garrett Family Aquatics has sent a super chat. That's super, super kind of you, Garrett. Let me address it here in one moment. Here's Brian De La Cruz, the number 9 batter. And judging by that 500 average, I'm going to guess the Phillies just acquired this guy. He's been a veteran outfielder He's been bounced around. I guess he just got picked up by the Phillies. 0-1 pitch. That one's hit on the line. One bouncer to Gunnar. Gunnar with his customary unnecessary off-balance throw to a ball hit right to him will throw to first for the second out. And Shane Baz, I mean, that pitch count is in fantastic shape. You keep this up, buddy. You're going the distance. Garrett Family Aquatics says, BW, I'm listening to your call while driving from North Carolina to Baltimore tonight. I'm going to the game tomorrow. It'll be my first O's game since I was 5. Well, Garrett, in order to give that a little more context, what year was it when you were 5? How long? I mean, have you been to Camden Yards? Or have you not been to a ball game since Memorial Stadium? You'll have to follow up. You don't have to send a super chat. Just mention me or something. But wow, long time since a ball game. Here's a Trey Turner. Baz's first pitch missed, and the next one also misses. A cutter low and away. It's 2-0 to Turner. 2 down, nobody on. Packed house in Baltimore tonight. Probably plenty of Philly fans in town. Swing and a miss. There's that knuckle curve. Just falling off the table there. Middle of the plate, and then the last 15 feet, it just goes south. 2-1, the pitch. Oh, a beauty sinker there. That one started outside and then tailed back over the outside edge. 2-2. I feel like I'm playing the show right now. That's the pitch I would have gone with. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and this one lays off, does Turner. Curveball low and away. Full count now. We don't want to walk Turner to bring Schwarber up with a man on base. Let's go put him away right now. Don't walk him. Make him beat you. Pitch. Here's a ground ball to Gunnar on one bounce. He fires to first in time. Turner's retired. Another economical inning for Shane Baz. I mean, again, he's on pace at this rate to go 8 innings, surely. Maybe 9. Let's get him some runs, folks. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Folks, we got over 300 people in the room right now. That's fantastic. I'm going to ask you folks that are here, especially those over from JJ's channel, because maybe you're not familiar with the process, but we love to hit some goals in the like department here on the channel. We've got about, nearly 200 more people here right now than we have likes. Currently, the likes sits at 124. And I think we can get it to 150, before we see the next pitch. If just enough of you take that moment to look below the screen at the bottom there, tap that thumbs up, and help out the channel, why don't you? I'll make a trade. 3 hours of free play-by-play coverage for 3 seconds of tapping a like button. I don't think you're going to find a better deal than that, folks. Much appreciated. By the way, did I ever get followed up with Garrett Family Aquatics about when that last game was? Garrett, I don't see it. You got me curious, buddy. Hey, there's my buddy David in France. How you doing tonight, David? How's France? David's the only guy I know that likes to use his username to, what do you call it? What's the terminology for when you online, expose where somebody lives? Why is that word escaping me? Folks, sometimes my brain just doesn't work. Docs. Yeah. Thank you. David's the only... God, if I just had the word, it might have sounded slightly amusing. David's the only guy I know that likes to use his username to dox himself. All right, that would have been the joke. But now it's too late. Folks, Jackson Holliday takes ball one. We're underway in the bottom of the third inning. And Holliday hits one over toward the Oriole dugout. Foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. 24 years ago. Okay, so was that... I have to do the math now. That was either the first season of this ballpark or maybe the last season at Memorial. All right, one more question, Garrett. The last time you were at a game, was it Camden Yards or was it Memorial Stadium? Because 24 years ago is right on that. It's right on that. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of 34. Never mind. Sorry. 10-year gap between 92 and 02. That's another brain misfire. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, so swing and a miss by Holliday on a 2-1 pitch. A slider from Sanchez. Yeah, I get it now. Just for whatever reason, I was counting back and I skipped a decade back to 92. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Now I got to be sure. Wasn't that the first year of the ballpark? Holliday taps it foul. It's still 2-2. Well, no matter the case, have a wonderful time at the ballpark there, Garrett family. Both you and the family. Hope the weather is good for you. Whoa. Let's just belch into the mic. Okay, 2-2 to Holliday, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that sinker from Sanchez was right down Broadway. I mean, that is middle. Sanchez is a tough cookie, folks. I'm getting the feeling that this guy probably going to go about 7 innings, and there only might be 1 inning in those 7 where you can maybe get a rally together, put a couple of runs on him. Here's Jake Rogers, and he's swinging wildly at that low and away changeup. I don't know if Oriole hitters are ever going to be able to lay off that pitch. It's worked like a charm already tonight for Sanchez. 0-1 on Rogers. He goes back to it again, and this time Rogers able to lay off. Maybe the Orioles will do better second time through the lineup now that they've had a good look at Sanchez. But his pitching line this season would tell you that trip 1 through the order, trip 2, doesn't really matter. This guy gets outs. That pitch inside. I'm watching a highlight of when Buck Showalter made Chris Davis pitch against the Red Sox. There he is, inducing a double play ground ball to end the game. Another well-spotted pitch by Sanchez, a sinker at the knees on the inside corner. Hey, Buck is in one of the luxury boxes tonight. There's a shot of Buck. He's in the house. Rogers on a 2-2, little bit low and in. Hey, our 160 hitting catcher, if nothing else, is going to make Sanchez throw at least 6 pitches as he works the count full here. 1 out, nobody on, no score in the bottom of the third. Here's that 3-2 pitch, and Rogers, all he had to do was just stand there and he'd be on first base with a walk, but he chased a breaking ball that wound up way low and in, looking rather silly swinging at that pitch. And that is another strikeout for Sanchez. He's up to 5 already. 1 trip through the order. Back to the top of the lineup for Kobe Mayo, who's first at bat. Hey, he's already made a vast improvement. He takes ball 1. Mayo.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Started the game with a 3-pitch strikeout as the leadoff man. Now with 2 down, nobody on. Let's see a home run swing, buddy. The 1-0 from Sanchez. Oh, that looked hittable. A slider that wound up being right in the middle of the plate, slightly up. That's a location most hitters would request if they had their ability to just ask for a pitch. They'd want it right there. Here's one outside. 2-1 to Mayo. Come on, folks. What's going on, Thomas? I see BW and then a bunch of dots. What's going on, Thomas? Swing and a miss. Another giant swing by Mayo, chasing one outside. The count even up at 2-2. We good over there, Thomas? Are you trying to get my attention? Is there an emergency? What's shaking? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Pitch number 36 from Sanchez is taken for a called strike 3. And Mayo has now struck out in his first 2 chances batting leadoff. This might be the first and last time you see this experiment, folks. So far, this did not work. I tried to rationalize it. I came up with a reason why it might make sense, and now I don't even feel like explaining it. Because he might see Sanchez one more time, and then after that, he's probably going to be looking at righties. Folks, you guys know Yainer Diaz, or Yandy Diaz, sorry, the veteran first baseman / DH from the Rays. Listen to this.
Great job by Braden Montgomery backing up Pereira and not letting that ball go any further. So Diaz is on and he can run.
So Diaz is on and he can run. This is right after Yandy Diaz had just hit a bloop single in the game earlier today between the Rays and the White Sox. And he says, as he gets on base, that Yandy Diaz can run. And when I heard that, I'm like, are you serious? He's slow as hell. But listen to what he says right after saying, and Yandy Diaz can run.
They're in the top of the 6th at Citi Field. The Marlins lead the Mets 5-2. So Yandy Diaz is out for a pinch runner in Cedric Mullins, former.
Watch out for Yandy. He can run. So Yandy Diaz is now being lifted for a pinch runner. Oh, wait a minute. I thought he could run. Thought we were supposed to watch out. Another great call. This guy, I tell you what, it never fails. Folks, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Both teams only have 1 hit. I can run too when I'm being chased. Sure. Drop me in the middle of the Serengeti, and I'm sure you can watch me run. Folks, we are back underway. Kyle Schwarber's leading off, and the count is already 0-2. That second pitch just hitting the top of the zone from Baz. Schwarber 0 for 1. Oh, now my game's going through that weird pausing thing. Stand by. Hopefully it's going to catch up after a little lag blip. I'm looking at an 0-2 count currently on Kyle Schwarber. Okay, well, he just got struck out. Fantastic. Schwarber gets caught looking on strike 3. And that's how the top of the 4th starts. Here's Bryce Harper. First pitch. Harper gets into one to right center. This could be trouble. It's splitting the outfielders. It is down and will bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Harper pulling into second base. Hey, Philly fans, when did Harper chop off the hair? He's still got the beard, but I can't remember the last time I saw Harper without any hair coming out of the back of his helmet. Harper got cleaned up, at least by his standards. Well, if he ever wants that hair back, maybe Brandon Marsh can loan him some. Here, have some of my hair. Anybody got a staple gun? Folks, runner at second, one out. Here's Alec Boehm. Grounded out his first time. Is this the first runner in scoring position tonight for the Phillies? I'm not watching the game. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm making all of this up in my head. I have a hell of an imagination. The 1-0 to Alec Boehm. That one called a strike and a nice frame job there by Rogers. In fact, a frame job so good, I thought Alec Boehm was going to challenge it, but he didn't. The Orioles have already lost one of their challenges. The Phillies still have both of theirs. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. And charging it is Encarnacion Strand to throw to first. And Alonso coming off the bag, but applying a tag all at the same time to get the second out. Runner at second now gets to third base, but there are two down. And Real Muto is due up next. No, it's Marsh. Excuse me. There he is. Brandon Marsh. Now, in this spot, I think Baz should be careful. I know Marsh apparently has been struggling, but he's got a hit already tonight, and it's a lefty with a base open, and you got a righty on deck. Baz does get ahead 0-1 here. Marsh adjusts his hair, as he probably has to after every pitch. Waiting on the 0-1, and here it is. That one misses high. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Baz trying to work around a Bryce Harper ground rule double. Harper over at third with two down. 1-1 to Marsh. That one's popped up. Is it playable? Third base side. Going over to look at it. That's out of play. A few rows on the other side of the screen. One more strike to get us out of the inning. The finest under the sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Folks, it's a 1-2 count to Marsh. Then the pitch. That one's popped up. Third base side again and out of play again. And we'll do it again. Again. And again. Mod Spammer. What? What now, Joseph? What's on your mind, buddy? Here's Marsh. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt. Count even up. Folks, we got over 150 likes. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Let's work our way to 200, shall we? We're 39 away. One more strike to get us out of the inning. The Phillies with a runner at third. 2-2 to Marsh. Swing and a miss on that curveball. Sit down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
What happened here? Why are we doing that? Wow. Just type that over and over and over. What was meant to be accomplished with typing that over and over again? I'd love to know. Or I could not give a damn and go on with my life. It could go either way. Hey, folks, that'll do it for the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the inning, still scoreless. Orioles will be sending up their 2, 3, 4 hitters. And if we're going to rally against Sanchez, this seems like a good inning to try. Got the meat of the order coming up here. Under the sea. Hey, folks, I'm particularly talking to the JJ crowd out there. And if I'm wrong, please, you can verify this with JJ next time he calls a game for you. JJ would want you to subscribe to this channel. I hope that you will give it a chance. I don't expect you, if you're a Philly fan, to be coming over here to watch Oriole games all the time. But if you're a fan of baseball in general, you are welcome here to watch whatever game I'm calling and hang out. And, of course, subscribing, as you should know, is free, just like it is on JJ's channel. We'd love to have you help grow the channel by hitting that subscribe button, folks. We're at 5470-something. Hopefully we'll get to 5,500 here before the end of the weekend. But the quicker we can get near that number, the more confident we'll feel about getting there. Ward goes to right field on the first pitch. That ball is going to be caught by Crawford on a sliding grab deep in the right center field gap. Oh, that looked like extra bases off the bat. Crawford closing it down, and a nice sliding catch. And that was unfortunate. Well, it just rolled over. Folks, the power of the spoken word. The power of the spoken word. Folks, we've got now 20 or less more subscribers to get to 5,500. I think we got the people here tonight to get us there. And we'd love that. We'd love that. And we'll make a deal to you Philly guys out there. You get us to 5,500, we will root for you to not only make the playoffs, but to knock down those damn Dodgers. Okay? I rooted for you to do it last time you faced them in the playoffs. Orion Kirkering had other ideas. But that's the trade. You're not selling your soul. You're just helping out the channel. Gunnar on a 1-1 pitch. They check his swing. And the third base ump says he did not go around. 2-1 to Gunnar. Gunnar lined a base hit his first time up. We are watching him very closely right now as a lot of Oriole fans, myself included, are wondering, is that breakout finally upon us? Gunnar lays off a 2-1, slider low and away. The count 3-1. He's got a hitter's count.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Three balls, one strike. The pitch. That is ball 4. Gunnar Henderson. Patience. And a couple of those pitches were borderline. He was able to lay off. He has reached base for the second time tonight. A hard hit ball, and now showing good vision at the plate to get the walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, polar bear time. Alonso hits a ball up the third baseline foul. And oh, what a stop by the ball girl over there. Good reflexes. Right, Jack Burton? Where you at, buddy?
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Strike one to Alonso. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That damn changeup. Well, if I didn't feel confident about it before this start, I'm feeling pretty confident about it now. Man, that changeup of Sanchez's. What a money pitch. 0-2 to Alonso. And back to the changeup and a swing and a miss. My goodness. Nobody can pick it up. Nobody can pick it up. But at some point, you just have to sit on it. At some point, you just got to be convinced it's going to be a changeup. And depending on where that ball's coming in, you got to know if it's going to stay a strike or fall below. 2 down for Tyler O'Neill. Runner at first is Gunnar. And another changeup. Did he call that a strike? O'Neill tapped, and he should have. What an awful call by the ump. That was well below the zone by the time it reached the plate, and we'll get that call reversed. That ball is low by the entire length of a baseball. A full 1.5 inches. All right, maybe I'm exaggerating a hair. But that makes it 1-0 on O'Neill. The pitch, that one's certainly low. If the ump called that a strike, we're going to riot.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
O'Neill with a 2-0 count. Does Sanchez ever throw a get-me-over fastball? I'd love one here. 2-0. Tries to hit the outside edge with that changeup. It's off the plate, and Sanchez is behind. 3 balls, no strikes. Folks, runner at first, 2 down, the 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Take your base, Mr. O'Neill.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
And the Orioles now need a big hit. Again, there may not be many innings like this where Sanchez gets a couple of men on base. When he does, whoever's turn it is needs to be clutch. And folks, we've got maybe the most clutch bat on this team the last couple of weeks. Christian Encarnacion Strand, who had a pinch hit game-tying 2-run double last night, is up there with 2 on and 2 out. Sanchez is ready in the pitch. Inside, ball 1. And I have to keep telling Strand, pitches like that, don't back away, lean into it. That breaking ball could have loaded up the bases there. 1-0 the count. Come on, give him something straight. Inside, that one even further in. 2 balls, no strikes. Folks, one more time. Come on, Charm City chat. Get into it. If last night's game didn't get you hype, I don't know what will. Strand with a hitter's count, 2-0. 2 men on base with 2 down. The Phillies had a mound meeting. Us Oriole fans, we're not used to that sort of thing. We're not sure what these mound meetings are all about. In this inning, Sanchez has thrown 15 pitches, 10 of them out of the zone. That's very un-Sanchez. But he's got to be careful throwing a meatball here on 2-0. Here's the pitch. That one called a strike, and man, if we didn't have only one challenge left, we should have used it, because guess what? That pitch was low. Get the frickin' bee bag again. Where is it?
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh,
2-1 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. That changeup fooled us again. 2-2. Should be 3-1. There is cloud cover here tonight, but it doesn't look too threatening. It's a nice looking night. Hey, there's Cal Ripken. 2-2 pitch. Inside. Full count. 2 down. And 2 runners are going to be off as soon as Sanchez goes into this windup, folks. Crowd getting a little rowdy here. 3-2, 2 out. The pitch. Swung on and fouled left side. Oh, my. Big moment in the ball game here, folks. Big moment. Pitch number 56 of the night. This has been a long inning for Sanchez. Here it comes. And that just stayed high for ball 4. What an eye by Encarnacion Strand. The bases are loaded, folks. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but against a pitcher like this, when you're given an opportunity, bases loaded, it may not come back around again. The batter due up is Leody Taveras. And wait a minute. We had a mound meeting already. I guess it was just the catcher going out. Otherwise, this would need to be a pitching change. This is the coach, the pitching coach going out for the first time. Second meeting altogether in the inning. Again, us Oriole fans, we don't know how this works, these mound meetings.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn
We have no familiarity with the concept. We just like our guys to go out there. If they're in trouble, just let them go. Leody Taveras, folks, bases loaded. Come on. He has been struggling in the second half of the season, but he has come up with some clutch hits during the season, and we can use one right now. First pitch. Oh, he chased that changeup. Unhittable, and it's 0-1.
Come on, let's dance.
Come on, Leody. That changeup. Don't get fooled, man. 0-1 pitch. Back to it. This time he gets a piece of it. 0-2. I mean, has anybody done anything with that changeup? He's thrown it probably 75% of the time tonight. I'm probably exaggerating, but my goodness. We got to figure out a way to do something with that pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch outside, 1-2. Another changeup. Come on, Charm City. Sanchez is now going to be up to 60 pitches. That's 15 per inning suddenly. Another 1-2. Right in there, called. Strike 3. Leody caught looking. Dude, you got to fight that off if you don't like it. It was never not close. It never was not in the zone. You have to fight that off, dude. The Orioles strand the bases loaded. And Sanchez with a bit of a fist pump there as he walks back to the dugout. Quite the laborious inning there for Sanchez. Had to throw a lot of pitches. Got him up to 60 now on the night. But he does get out of it with no damage on the board. Folks, we've played 4 innings complete. Neither team has yet to score. Phillies have 2 hits. We have 1. Now, where we do have a bit of an advantage, again, is in that pitch count area. Baz has only thrown 45, about 11 per inning, while Sanchez is up to 60, which is 15 per inning. So if we can figure out the way to knock their starter out a little bit earlier than ours, that might help in what right now is a pitching duel here in Baltimore. All right, folks. We got well over 400 people in the crowd right now. We got a chance with this nice audience and with help from JJ tonight to actually break some channel records. If you've got a heart, wouldn't you love to be a part of seeing something special happen and people being very happy? Because it's not just me. We got a lot of people here that tune into the ball games on the BirdWatcher channel every single day. They want to see success for this channel. They love the community. They want to see it grow. So, with that in mind, and again, this is coming from a genuine place, please consider helping out tonight in one of 2 ways. If not both ways. Hitting the like button and subscribing if you haven't done it already. Both of them require nothing but a click of a button, and you've done it. Folks, we can definitely get to 5,500 subscribers tonight. I do believe it. We are in the teens away from doing so. And just a reminder, that odometer in the upper left-hand corner, it only rolls over every 10 new subscribers. So we're only going to see 2 changes to get there, 5,490 and then 5,500. All right. Hey, we just got a nice, generous offer here from 00 Govan 00. He just gifted a Magic membership randomly to another birdwatcher out there, Tremella Wright, the recipient. Tremella, if you're here, why don't you thank Govan for that? Folks, we're back underway. Real Muto with strike 1. And Baz follows up with a nice knuckle curveball taken for strike 2. 0-2 on Real Muto, as the Phillies will send up their catcher plus Bryson Stott and Justin Crawford. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Oh, that fastball 97 rising. And Real Muto chasing way up out of the zone to strike out. Sit down, JT.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. 9 likes from 200 as well, folks. Great stuff. Here's Bryson Stott. Takes a curveball a little bit low. Storm Davis is now hanging out in the Oriole broadcast booth. Storm also inducted into the Oriole Hall of Fame earlier tonight. That pitch had the plate, but a little bit low on a changeup from Baz. 2-0 the count. Yes, and again, I want to just say hello and welcome in to all of the folks that are normally on JJ's channel. Some of you might remember me. I called a game for JJ. I think it was Phillies versus Dodgers, maybe back in like late April, early May, somewhere around there. But I did enjoy it over there. You guys were great. Here's a 2-1 to Stott. That has the plate, but it's low. Count even up at 2-2. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Dangerous count for us, and that is ball 4. Baz misses upstairs with a fastball. A 1-out walk to Stott. You hate to see walks in a scoreless ball game, in a game that has a lot of importance to it. We're going to have to work around a leadoff walk. By the way, coming into this 5th inning, the Orioles have already left 4 men on base, while the Phillies have left 2. Here's Crawford, and he's swinging away at the first pitch. He fouls off a fastball. 0-1. Crawford flew out his first time. Temperatures dropped a few degrees since the start of the game, now that we're in the nighttime portion of the ball game. Oh, wow, Crawford fooled really badly on this knuckle curve. He's going to not want to put that on a demo reel. That was ugly. It's 0-2. Baz can go anywhere with this next pitch after that swing. Just don't give him a strike. The 0-2 to Crawford. And it's a curveball. It is a strike. Gunnar charging, can only go to first, and he's got to hurry, and he just gets it there in time. The speedy Crawford hustling down the first base line. It's going to turn into a ground out, but it does push a runner into scoring position for the Phillies with 2 down. Nice play by Gunnar, though, and Alonso, once again, perfect form over there at first base, stretching and making sure that ball hits the glove as quickly as it can. Here's Brian De La Cruz. 2 down, runner at second. And Baz with a fastball at 98. Might be his hardest heater of the night, but it misses outside for ball one. Huge crowd tonight. Even the standing room sections beyond the outfield and the flag court are pretty full. Here's a base hit into right center. That's going to get the Phillies on the board. Oh my. Once again, we are the victims of a number 9 batter. It's happened again. For JJ's audience, you guys might not have been aware, but we have some sort of a problem getting out number 9 hitters, and it's happened again. This scoreless game no longer. It's 1-0 Phillies on a 2-out RBI hit by De La Cruz. Back to the top of the order for Trey Turner, and he takes a called strike. All right. Turner 0 for 2 so far. Baz about to throw his 60th pitch of the night. And here it is. Swing and a miss. Oh, that curveball. Baz has gotten some pretty bad swings out of Philly batters tonight. Both pitchers have done that. But as of about a minute ago, we're losing right now. But we do have our own 5th inning to come up to hit. Here's a ground ball, base hit between Strand and Gunnar on the left side of the infield. A worm burner into left. 106 off the bat of Trey Turner. And Shane Baz needs to, well, he needs a mound visit, apparently, because here comes Drew French. Shane Baz has been pitching well tonight, but this inning has gotten into trouble. 1 run already in, 2 more on base. And Drew French is going to try to help him get this final out with some words of wisdom. Oh, boy, and it's Kyle Schwarber coming up, too, and you can't really put him on. You're going to have to go after him. I mean, Baz has gotten him out twice tonight already, including a strikeout. If I'm Shane Baz, I got to just keep that thought of Schwarber's reputation out of my mind and just think about how, hey, I went after him twice. I retired him twice. Just keep on same recipe. But it might have been easier to retire him when there weren't 2 men on like there are now. And that first pitch wasn't close. It's outside for ball 1. Critical moment in the ball game right now. The Orioles have already given up the lead to the Phillies, and a very dangerous hitter could make this a much larger deficit for us. There's a good quality. Did you not call that a strike? You're going to make us challenge that pitch, Blue? That pitch was clearly a strike. What the hell are you looking at? You dope? Get me the bee bag. We win the challenge.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Seriously.
Eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Like Schwarber needs a free strike turned into a ball for him. Come on. He's tough enough as it is. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. There's that knuckle curve from Baz. We're 1 strike away from getting out of this with just the 1 run in. Come on. Is that Ben McDonald's foot just sitting up on the table right in front of Storm? Ben, that's very, that's not good manners, Ben. Folks, it's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 men on base for the Phillies. Schwarber at the plate. Pitch number 65 coming up for Baz. Let's end the inning right here. The 1-2. in the dirt. That curveball bounced in there to even up the count. The deuces are wild, folks. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. All right. Here we go. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Yeah, you went. Sit down. This inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
The Phillies rally. They get a run on the board, but it could have been worse. And at this point, you can't blame Shane Baz for 5 innings of 1-run ball. This offense needs to help him out. We go to the bottom of the 5th, folks, halfway through this ball game. The Phillies now lead it 1-0. Let's go. All right, folks, I've got 2 choices here. I could take a break and stretch out my legs, or I could go over the out-of-town scores. I'm going to do the former because I'm feeling a little bit of lower back something. Folks, we're 5 likes from 200. Just the 5. Just 5 likes. We got over 300 people here. By the time I get back, I expect to see 200 likes. Thanks, everybody.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake.
There's the 1-2. Line to right center field. There's a base hit. And that one gets away from Jazz. Another run is in. More bad defense from the Yankees. It's 7-0. Jazz could have handled the throw coming in from the outfield. And just like that, it is a 7-0 ball game. Just fucking take the whole team off the field, man. Take the whole team off the field. Take the whole team off the field. Take them all. Get them all fucking out of here. I'm so done. I can't even look at this anymore, man. I can't look at this shit anymore. This is pathetic. This is truly disgusting. This is disgusting. Stick a fork in the Yankees. They're done, baby. Stick a fork in them.
Folks, we're back underway. Jackson Holliday's got ball 1. 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for the Orioles. Sanchez back to work, and that pitch hits the knees on the outside edge. 1-1 the count. Folks, you might see my complexion turning pink gradually over time. That's because the sunlight is starting to dominate the artificial light. I press this button, presto changeo, I look a little bit normal again. There. Holliday fouls off the 1-1 to make it 1-2. Jackson's been red hot. If anybody's going to get a hit off Sanchez, even though it's a lefty-lefty matchup, I'm putting my money on Holliday. The 1-2 pitch. Well, take that money and flush it down the toilet. Holliday looks at a called strike 3. Whoops. Folks, this is why sports betting is probably not the best idea. I don't know, just a thought. Yeah, I get a little pinkish at a certain time of day. Here's Jake Rogers. That's a line drive. What a stop by Trey Turner. He gets up, throws to first in time. Folks, I watch JJ's channel. You Philly fans, I know, are not happy with Trey Turner's defense, but that was a gold star play right there, robbing Rogers of a base hit. Luckily, the catcher doesn't have a whole lot of speed, or else it's an infield hit, but full extension by Turner. And a solid throw to first to get Rogers by half a step. 2 down. And Mayo faces Sanchez for the third and possibly final time. He takes outside for ball one. Folks, Kobe Mayo leading off.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
The 1-0. Inside 2-0. Okay, Mayo with a hitter's count. Maybe he can get something he can drive right here. Open up that sandwich, Kobe. We need to tie the ball game. The 2-0 pitch. And he takes another home run hack. Fouls off the 2-0 sinker. 2-1 the count. Mayo's average after striking out twice tonight already, right on the Mendoza line. Here comes the 2-1. And that's taken low and in. Count even, folks. That bugle's going to keep playing. Folks, I'm going to say something crazy. We're going to try to get to 300 likes tonight for the first time in the history of this channel. I believe the record is somewhere around 275. Mayo reaches out for one and will pop it up to the opposite field. No danger on that ball put in play. Can only just reach it, so not a whole lot on it. A pop up to right to De La Cruz, and that ends the inning. Kobe Mayo 0 for 3 in his role as a leadoff hitter, but at least for the first time tonight, he doesn't strike out. I guess that's progress? I don't know. We go to the 6th inning, folks. Phillies 1, Orioles nothing. Let's talk about these out-of-town scores. By the way, happy August, everybody. We are officially in the dog days with about 50 games left to play and a trade deadline looming. Folks, we are in what I like to call, forgive me for the fancy terminology, what I like to call the nitty-gritty of the season. Yes. If you need to look that up to know what that is, it's okay. It's, you know, I went to graduate school to learn this stuff. The nitty-gritty, folks. All right, there's a rain delay in Cincinnati where the Pirates currently have a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom 4 in Houston, Rangers 3, Astros 3. Guardians lead 2-0 over the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 4th. In Cleveland, Atlanta shutting out the Nats 4-0 in the top of the 6th. In Atlanta, Yankees won, Cubs won at Wrigley Field, top of the 5th, now going into the bottom of the 5th there. Top 2 in Colorado, Royals and Rockies scoreless. The rest of the games are either yet to start or final. Final scores, Blue Jays beat the Cardinals 5-1. The Rays, in a pitching duel, beat the White Sox 1-0. Miami over the Mets 6-2. Man, those Mets. Ooh, the Twins lost. The Twins lost today. That's good. Seattle 4, Minnesota 3. Shane Baz is out here for his 6th inning of work. And the other game's coming up later. In about 10 minutes, the Padres will be hosting the Giants. Is that Harper leading off? Harper leading off. Fouls one on the first base side, 0-1. Dodgers are hosting the Red Sox. Angels are hosting the Brewers later. And the Athletics will have the Tigers. That final game to start tonight, 40 minutes after the next hour. The 0-1 to Harper. And a swing and a miss or a foul tip or a foul. I don't know. It's 0-2. That's what matters. We've got Harper 0-2. Another rollover on the odometer, folks. All right, now we really got to push. We are 10 subscribers or less away from a nice round number as Baz's 0-2 curveball misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Welcome in new subscribers. And, folks, if you're subscribing just to have a chance to get into the chat tonight, please just stay subscribed. It won't hurt. The 1-2 to Harper. A little bit low. Try to get Bryce to chase that curveball. He wasn't having it. Count even up. Harper with that ground rule double earlier, 1 for 2. No activity in either pin yet. Harper reaches out for one and pokes it into center field for a base hit. That was pretty much a one-handed swing to reach a pitch way outside, and he serves it into center field. My goodness, that pitch was not only low, but a good half a foot outside. What a swing by Harper to get a hit to lead off the inning. That is not good for us. Got to work around that. Alec Bohm is up. Good first pitch strike from Baz here at the knees on the outside corner to Bohm, who is 0 for 2. His average right now at 222. Double play ball would be nice. And this sinker would have been a nice double play ball, but it's lifted into the deep right field corner. Don't tell me he caught it in that corner. O'Neill has the ball, but he didn't catch it. The Orioles have one of those quirky corners in this ballpark here in Camden Yards where the fielder disappears. And that ball dropped right into that corner, but O'Neill unable to catch it. He was near it, though. That would have been a hell of a catch had he made it. It's 2 strikes to Bohm with a runner at first. Nobody out. Baz, next pitch. Not close. 1-2. Oh, yes, folks. We're going to hit 5,500 tonight. That sounds like fun. Come on. Pitch number 75 coming up. But first, a check on Harper, who's back standing. The Orioles are going to need to come from behind in the latter half of the ball game, and that's how they've won each of their last 2 games. The comeback kids, are we starting to get that moniker? Here's a ball hit over toward Gunnar on a big bounce. Gunnar will go to second for 1. The throw to first is not in time. Bang, bang play at first. Almost a double play for the Orioles. Instead, it's a fielder's choice. Orioles picked up the phone just in case to see if they wanted a challenge, but to the naked eye, it looked like the runner was safe over there at first, and he was. So fielder's choice for Bohm, runner at first, 1 down. And Brandon Marsh is up now. Baz's first pitch is letter high for ball 1. Marsh 1 for 2. He had a single in the second inning. The 1-0 popped up. Third base side. Encarnacion Strand's probably going to give way to Gunnar, and Gunnar now right behind him, right on the foul line, will make the catch for the second out. We need to give our boys some run support, folks. Come on. Nothing's worse than being a starting pitcher and taking an L with 1 run on your pitching line. Come on. Here's Real Muto, 2 down, runner at first. He's 0 for 2. And Baz starts this at-bat with that knuckle curve for a strike. He's been using it to good effect tonight. And again, when that pitch is working, that's usually when he's toughest to hit. The 0-1. Oh, did he go? We're going to challenge, or we're going to appeal, but no swing by Real Muto. 1-1. Hey, Wayne, we appreciate it, buddy. Come on back. Sometimes your Phillies aren't on. Maybe you got a rain out. Maybe you're playing in the day and you want to follow another game at night or vice versa. Yeah, come on back. 1-2 now on Real Muto. And everybody tell your friends. Sam Huff has cleared waivers and will report back to the Norfolk Tides. Thanks for that update, Phantom. So we still have that depth. I don't know if the same will be true for Trump. I don't know if we even have space for him at this point, if Huff is already back. The 1-2 pitch, that's upstairs, and a throw down to first, and they nail the runner off the bag. Alec Boehm caught napping. Jake Rogers, right after receiving the pitch, fires a strike to first. Folks, Adley and Sammy have been trying this play all season long, and it's never worked. Jake Rogers tries it once, and it works to perfection. The third out made on a pickoff by the catcher. We go to the bottom of the sixth. We need some offense, folks. 1-0 Philly. By the way, we've been out hit now 8. I'm sorry, that's 5. We've been out hit 5-1. Come on, we need some offense, folks. Don't we? All right, I'm going to step away for a minute. Please, don't go anywhere. Folks, Taylor Ward's leading off. Pardon me. We got that meat of the order coming up here again. 2, 3, and 4. Ward, Gunnar, and Alonso. Down by a run. Sanchez throws ball 1, and that's pitch 71 on the night. Next pitch. That's low, 2-0. I don't know if Christopher Sanchez is aware, but if you're not going to throw a strike to Ward, he's not going to swing. He's up there looking to walk first. And if you Philly fans want him on your team, expect more of that. He's just going to try to walk. And he takes ball 3. Folks, 3-0 to Ward. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he doesn't have the green light, and he will be taking all the way on 3-0. The pitch. Ball 4. This is the inning, folks. This is the inning. All right, folks. It's time to bring in a buddy. You know him. You love him. And you believe in him. Gunnar Henderson is up. 1 on, nobody out. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Another pitch out of the zone from Sanchez. Folks, the hat is here. The 1-0 to Gunnar. Taken for a strike on a sinker. Folks, Gunnar already has reached twice tonight. He had a hard hit ball single, and he also drew a walk. Since hitting that triple, he is yet to be retired. There's a strike. Outside edge with a sinker to make it 1-2. If the Orioles can do something in this inning, not only can we have a chance to tie or take the lead, we also have a chance to knock this pitcher out in the 6th. There's nobody out. Sanchez closing in on 80 pitches. If we can make him throw about another 15 or so, it might be it for him. Phillies won a double play ball. It's not easy to double up Gunnar, though. That pitch is low and away. The count even up at 2-2, folks. Alonso is on deck, but he's had a rough night with Sanchez, striking out the first 2 times. Here's the 2-2. Inside ball 3. Folks, he walked Ward. Gunnar's count has gone full. You can feel a little buzz in the crowd right now. Here is the payoff pitch. Swung on, and Gunnar fights it off. It's a tough pitch, a sinker low and away. You really have to know where that ball is going to go to do something with it. So Gunnar did the right thing. He fought it off foul and is going to wait for a better pitch. Here's the next 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss, and he went chasing on what would have been ball 4. That hurt. This ball sweeping across, a slider breaking away from Gunnar. And he slams his bat down. Gunnar, don't fall back in that habit, dude. Don't fall back into that habit. Alonso takes inside for ball 1. What you got to do, Gunnar, is say to yourself, okay, next time. And then believe in the guy coming up hitting after you. You got Alonso up, man. He's one of the best RBI guys in the game. Let Alonso cook, okay? It's 1-0 on Pete. And that pitch, perfectly spotted. Top of the zone, inside corner. 1-1 the count.
A polar bear stirs.
Runner at first, 1 down. The Orioles trying to score their first run of the ball game. If they do, they'll tie it. That pitch way outside. That changeup might be the worst one of the night from Sanchez. Might he be running out of steam? The quicker we get him out of this ball game, the better our chances are, I feel. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Oh, Alonso, what are you looking for? That sinker was hanging middle up. And he took it for strike 2. Alonso adjusts his batting gloves as he steps out of the box. Folks, I cannot tell you how big of a crowd we got tonight. 35,000 at least, I'd say. 2-2 pitch to Alonso. Swung on and fouled back. That low changeup. Again, that's really all you can do with that pitch is foul it off. Or have the batter's eye to know that it's going to be low and take it. Come on, we're going to figure out this changeup. Come on, 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider low and in, and Alonso has struck out 3 times tonight. We finally put him back in that cleanup spot. That makes sense to me. And so far, Him and Mayo combined, what, 0 for 8, 0 for 6 at this point? Here's an inside-out swing, and O'Neill's going to find a dribbler to get into the outfield. Going first to third is Ward, and he's safe. I don't know if it was worth the risk, but Taylor Ward showing some base-running aggressiveness with 2 outs. That extra base, not really all that vital. It could have been just first and second, and we would have been okay with it, but Ward was determined to take another base here. And O'Neill with a little roller. Stott actually stopped this ball, the second baseman, after it had already gotten about 15 yards or so into the outfield. Oh, we might have a challenge here. That tag on the back of the leg. Oh, but that was a phantom tag by the time it scrapes. Oh, he's safe. He's safe. Okay, folks, we need a big 2-out hit, and guess who's up? Guess who's up? First pitch to Encarnacion Strand is inside for ball 1. Next pitch of the night will be number 90 from Sanchez. And again, if we rally like this, I'm thinking this could be his last inning. That's way out of the zone. Absolutely lost it out of the hand there, did Sanchez, a changeup. He's lucky that ball didn't go to the backstop and tie the ball game. Real Muto had to really extend to grab that pitch. 2-0 now. The pitch. Low for ball 3. Masson just cut to a shot of Don Mattingly. He's looking a little bit nervous. Strand has been clutch. Can he do it again? He was walked earlier. He's taking all the way and takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. 3-1 the count. Come on, buddy. This is your moment. Two down. Tying run at third. Go ahead, run at first. Orioles looking for their first run of the night. Sanchez just stepped off that rubber. And we'll reset with a 3-1 count waiting on Encarnacion Strand. Here we go. The 3-1. Way outside, ball 4. Load them up, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Tavares is due up next. And are they going to make a move? I hope they do, because if you bring in a righty right here, we're going to counter with Dylan Beavers. This is not Mattingly, but I don't know if Mattingly comes out to make pitching changes. Is he the sort of manager that makes the pitching coach go out to do it? No, they're just going to have an old-fashioned meeting right here. Folks, Phillies with a mound meeting. Take your time, guys. We'll just wait.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Again, us Oriole fans, we're not really sure how this whole mound meeting thing works. Maybe you guys from JJ's channel can help explain it to us. We're not familiar with mound meetings. All right, folks. Huge moment in the ball game. Sanchez is going to hang in there and try to get through 6 shutout innings, but if he gives up something, it could go really well for us. First pitch is not close, ball 1. Tavares, my advice to you would be take a pitch until you get the first strike, because Sanchez, his pitches that have missed have been missing by a bunch. 1-0 the count. He's thrown 14 balls to 10 strikes in the inning. That's ball 2 outside. The bases are loaded, folks, and a 2-0 count. Jonathan Bolin. I remember his days as a Royal. He's up in the Philly bullpen. The 2-0. Taveras is swinging on 2-0, and then will get out of play off to the right. Man, Leote, that was a strike, so I can't fault you for swinging, but you better be sure you're swinging at strikes right now. Folks, we got a super chat from William McKay saying 5,500. Folks, we got the 5,500. All right. Let's talk about it in a minute. Taveras fouls off another. Oh, my, folks. Sanchez about to throw his 98th pitch, and I do believe this is his final inning of work. Can we get to him, or do we have to wait for the bullpen? It's up to Taveras right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. And Leote calls for time. Thanks once again to William McKay for the super chat, as he indicates to me 5,500.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
That's a great number, guys. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch to Taveras. It is taken low and in. Did it hit his foot? Don't back out of the way, Leote. Let that ball hit your foot, and we're tied. Or at least pretend he got hit by that pitch. Come on, dude. Think about it. He backed his foot out of the way. If he just had kept it there, this game is tied. Leote! You better come through. Full count. 2 down. Bases loaded. The payoff pitch. Swung on. It's a high chop, but right to short. And Leote is thrown out, and he slams his helmet down. Oh, Leote, just stand there, and we're tied. The inning is over, and I think that's the second time tonight the Orioles have left the bases loaded in a game that is currently 1-0. That is no bueno. We've left 7 men on base. 7 men left on base without a run. That hurts, folks. The only positive I can give you is that should be the end of the night for all-star starter Christopher Sanchez. 99 pitches. Was Taveras at the... Yeah, he was at the plate for the other one. Man, that's rough. That is rough. Folks. Frustrating. And I'll tell you this, I bet you right now, Philly fans tuning in, they're not exactly sitting there feeling confident about their situation either. It's a 1-0 game. If that is the end of the night for Sanchez, 6 innings, giving up 2 hits, 5 walks, which, again, I looked at Sanchez's season numbers. He had something like 28 walks in 112 innings or something. Like maybe 1 1/4 walks per 9, and he goes in here and walks 4 tonight in 6 innings. That is very un-Sanchez-y. 5 walks, 2 hits, striking out 11. 11 strikeouts. Oriole hitters. That changeup of his responsible for most of those strikeouts. Folks, we hit 5,500 subscribers. Let me bring this. Give me this camera. Give me this camera. Hi, everybody. I just want to say a big thanks to the folks who have subscribed tonight and for everybody who has subscribed here sometime over the last 2.5 years to the channel. 5,500, a nice number. And the only way we get there is you guys taking a leap of faith on me. I really do appreciate it. Shane Baz will start the 7th inning on 81 pitches, and he's facing the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, beginning with Real Muto, and first pitch to him is a knuckle curve for a called strike. Rico Garcia. Why is Rico Garcia up in a 1-0 game? Why is Rico Garcia up in a 1-0 game? No. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. Strand with a nice stop. Can he recover? Yes! What a play by Encarnacion Strand. A ball to his left. He had to do a little bit of a somersault. He tumbled and then popped up to throw out the batter with plenty of time to spare. Nice play there by Strand. One away for Bryson Stott. He looks at a breaking ball, that knuckle curve, just kissing the outside corner for strike one. Baz, 85 pitches, just the 1 run as he's 1 out into the 7th inning. Pitch up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, we're over 250 likes, and again, we have a golden opportunity tonight to smash the channel's record for likes. We've never gotten to 300 before. Never. 270 something, I believe. Maybe 280 is the record. But I know we've never gotten to 300. We can do it tonight, folks, with your help, just by tapping a thumbs up on your screen. No matter what the outcome of the game is, we'd have something to celebrate here for the channel. Please help out. That pitch fouled away by Stott. The count is even up at 2-2. Put a little love in your heart, folks, and the world will be a better place. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. The pitch fouled back, and we'll do it again. All right. Quite the night. Couple of arms up. Well, an additional arm up, I should say. Rico Garcia already up. Grant Wolfram, the lefty, has joined him. Stott with a foul ball. And what a catch over there by the ball girl on the left side of the field up against the screen. She's got a smile ear to ear after making that catch. We're actually going to get a replay even. Give that ball girl a contract. A contract for vivid entertainment, maybe. Give that ball girl an OnlyFans page. The count is 2-2 on Bryson Stott. Baz now up over 90 pitches. Come on. Don't show that ball girl too much, Masson. You'll make Melanie Newman jealous. 2-2 pitch. Popped up behind the plate and out of play. We'll do it again. Well, this will certainly be Baz's last inning. This inning got a pretty quick first out, but we are about to see the 9th pitch of this at-bat against Stott. This one again fouled away. 10 pitches in this at-bat coming up now. You can't say that on television. Folks, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 7th. The pitch. Grounded foul and another pitch coming. It's 12. Well, you might be ahead of me there, Big Trip. I've been tracking it right here in my seat. Pitch number 95 coming up here. Not to the batter, but on the night. Do I need to clarify that? I hope not. 2-2 pitch. Foul back. And now we might be up to number 12. Thank you, Big Trip. What an AB right here. And I'm worried. Normally, an at-bat goes this long. It's usually advantage batter. We still haven't gotten to ball 3, though. The 2-2, and that will be ball 3. That curveball bounces in there. What an at-bat here. Folks, full count now, and Baz, within this at-bat alone, has seen his pitch count go from the mid-80s to the upper 90s. We might have to pull him after this batter. 3-2, that ball's hit hard but foul, and now the ball boy on the opposite side, at least I thought it was a guy earlier, did not make such a good play. That ball caromed all the way back into right field, and we're probably going to have a short delay as that ball is retrieved. Folks, what an at-bat. It's a game within a game. Another payoff pitch coming. Swung on. Oh, I thought he struck him out. Instead, he hits it deep down the right field corner near the foul pole. And that ball is foul. Holy shit. Wow. I did not see the ball off the bat. I was initially going to say he got punched out. Next thing you know, it's going down the right field line, and it just missed grazing the foul pole by a foot or two. My goodness. This at-bat refuses to end. Pitch number 45 coming up. Just kidding. Here is another 3-2. Hit on the ground. Gunner backhands, and he can't field it cleanly. It pops out of his glove, and after all that, our defense lets Baz down. Gunner has to, they're going to give him a hit, but Gunner's got to make that play. And that's going to do it for Baz. That at-bat will end his night. Unfortunate for Baz. Man, what a battle. Baz is going to walk off, hopefully, to a nice ovation here. He pitched his guts out. 6 1/3, 1-run ball. And come on, Oriole fans, be a little more appreciative than that. It's just kind of like a, Folks, we got a pitching change, and it is going to be Rico. Folks, look at this. Look at this balls and strikes animation. You won't see. Folks, I don't care if you're Jenna Jameson. You've never seen so many balls. Oh, wait. It went away. Sorry. It already went away. Never mind. Previously. Never mind. Folks, we are now 21 likes away from the first ever 300 like call on the channel. And we got well over 400 people here right now. This can be done. In fact, I'm going to make a deal with you. I got a feeling some of you may not be enjoying me bringing this up. I'll make a deal. We get to 300 likes, I won't talk about it anymore. At least until like the 9th inning, okay? I'll give you a nice 20-minute break from even bringing it up. It's 18 more. We get to 300. I'm not greedy. And we just 17 more. Come on. If you want me to stop talking about it, if you want me to shut up, this is the way. 16 more, folks. We are about to do something that's never been done. And the power is in your hands. That's the beauty of an interactive channel like this. Come on. All right, Rico Garcia, folks. Here we go. Rico has had quite the season. He started it in a way that only Mason Miller might have been considered a better reliever those first couple of months. We had him penciled in as a locked-in all-star. But then things started to fall apart maybe a couple of weeks before the all-star break, and ever since, he has been giving up a lot of home runs. He's facing Justin Crawford. He's got strike one on him. And there goes the runner. Throw down. Oh, Rogers with a strike, but Gunner can't hold on to the ball. Jake Rogers throws a seed to second base. You can't throw a better ball from the catcher to second to nail a runner than that. Gunnar, all he has to do is hold that ball and Stott is nailed. Instead, Gunnar can't hold on to the damn ball. He tries to swipe the glove before the ball's fully in the glove. He's trying to do too much. Maybe he would have gotten in there. Maybe he would have gotten in there anyway on replay. Maybe he would have gotten in there, but still, we'll never know because Gunnar couldn't hold on to that ball. High chop, right back to the pitcher, one play to first, and Crawford retired. Stott moves to third base, but there are two down in the inning. Gunnar, come on, buddy. You remember that moment last night, right? We were all just desperately wanting you to embrace that moment. We forgive you for so much suffering and frustration, but don't start falling into bad habits one day after that. Come on. Hard hit to Gunnar. Nice stop here. Did he catch it? Yes. A low liner. Gunnar will not have to make a throw. And man, if this ball's not hit right at him, that's an RBI. Gunnar catches a low liner to end the inning. Rico Garcia comes in and gets the final 2 outs. And this inning is over. Folks, we have reached the 7th inning stretch. Now then, we're 4 likes away. We're going to get to 300 during stretch time, folks. I think that's the best time to do it. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Be number 300 right now. If you're new to the channel, we have a bit of a tradition here during the 7th inning stretch, and if you've ever been to an Orioles game in Baltimore, you know what we're doing. We're going to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
That's right.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
You're in Birdland country, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Where life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
300, folks. We got to 300. Where's that Sparta clip? I think I took it off my board. I had that, this is Sparta. Woo, woo. But I took it off. Folks, 300. We have set a channel record tonight. And everybody that helped out is a part of that history. Thank you so much, everybody.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
You guys rock. And, of course, JJ deserves a ton of credit because JJ was telling folks on his channel to come on over here tonight to follow the ball game. And for you Philly folks, thanks for being cool here in the chat. I think us Baltimore fans have been cool as well. I mean, we got a tight game. We both want to win this game. Hopefully, we can maintain that camaraderie, competitive camaraderie. So far, so good. Thanks, everybody. We are back underway, bottom of the 7th. Folks, this is the inning in each of the last 2 games that the Orioles came from behind and started kicking ass. Jackson Holliday leads off, and it's strike 1. And Jonathan Bolin, the new pitcher, Holliday pops up this one. Please get out of play. And it will. Bolin making his 41st appearance, a right-handed reliever with a 3.11 ERA, a solid whip of just 1.01. Opponents hitting only .212 off of him. I do remember him as a Royal, but that's been a while. Pitch up and away. That one not close. 1-2 to Holliday. Would love to get him on base to lead off with that speed of his. Folks, this is Sparta. Whoo! Whoo! There, I did it myself. Holliday just struck out, folks. He chased a high one. 1 away. We need a rally. We're into the Philly bullpen. Now is the time. I would expect a pinch hitter for Rogers here. But no. With our catching core recently, without Adley and Sammy, typically late stages of the game, particularly when behind, we pinch hit for the one catcher and then bring in the other. But Rogers is swinging away. And on a 1-0 pitch, he looks at a breaking ball for a strike. Jake Rogers 0 for 2 tonight. Top of the order to follow. That pitch way outside. 2-1 on Rogers. Hey, I've already got a button for Rogers. I didn't even think about it. Where is it?
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
All right, that's really for Trevor Rogers, but who's counting? Oh, Jake chases ball 3, a 98-mile-an-hour fastball above the zone. Dylan Beavers is on deck to pinch hit for Mayo. I called that. Didn't I call that, Phantom? If I didn't to you directly, that was my thinking, was that once the righty was in, Mayo's turn would come back around, and then Beavers can pinch hit. And then you'd probably have Cowser come in for O'Neill when it gets that far. Because you don't want to use Cowser in that DH spot and waste his glove. So you go to Beavers now. And then save Cowser for that O'Neill spot. Here's a 3-2 to Rogers. That is right down the middle for strike 3. Man, oh Shevitz. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Bolin coming in here with back-to-back strikeouts. And here's Beavers. Folks, pinch hitter for you Philly folks. I don't mean to sound crass, but I have to ask my audience. Please show me your Beavers, everybody.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
I'd appreciate it. I know we've only just met, but I like to cut to the chase. Show me your Beavers. First pitch, the Phillies going to challenge, and I think that might be a strike. Ump called it a ball. I hope the umpire is right, but he's not. A good challenge there by Real Muto, as that ball just hit the corner. And the Phillies still have both of their ABS challenges left. 0-1 on Beavers. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 Phillies. And Beavers, oh, God, a changeup had him absolutely fooled there. 0-2. That was ugly. The only run of this game came off the bat of the number 9 hitter for the Phillies, an RBI single in the 5th. That can't be how this ends. The 0-2 pitch. Beavers gets a pitch to hit on 0-2. Pops it foul, though. That was not a good 0-2 pitch from Bolin. That fastball middle up in the zone. Wolfram is still up in the Oriole pen. He should be ready by now, but he's just hanging out. The 0-2 pitch. That one right in the middle of the plate. Beavers fouls it back. Bolin might be throwing too many strikes. Folks, look at the chat right now. Have you ever seen so much beaver in your life? My goodness.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
Beavers up the middle and a base hit. Past the mound. Past the diving glove of Turner. Into center field. A pinch hit 2-out single. 101 off the bat. And that'll bring up Taylor Ward. All right, folks, we got the tying run on. There are 2 down, but we need a 2-out rally, and we need it right now. Let's go. Taylor Ward is 0 for 2. This is his 4th time up, though, isn't it? He did walk last time. That's right. That walk where Sanchez didn't give him anything to swing at. He's got ball one here. The next pitch lays off another 2-0 to Ward. I'm trying to tell you, Philly fans, if you want to get Ward out, you're going to have to throw strikes because he likes to just stand there and take pitches until you give him one. Here's the 2-0. There goes the runner. The throw down is not held on to. Oh, we got a break here. The throw beat Beavers by plenty. But just as Gunner couldn't hold on to the throw he got, Bryson Stott watches the ball pop out of his glove, and Beavers is in there safe.
Meep, meep.
Folks, nice Beaver. Tying run now in scoring position. Ward with a count of 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Oh, bottom of the zone with a slider. 2-2. Come on, we need a run. Boland's 20th pitch of the inning. Outside, full count. Come on, Charm City. You know, I just remembered last night it was this screen where we had that nice rally. Let's hang out right here and see if it works. The payoff pitch. Oh, don't swing. Did it hit him? It hit the knob of the bat, I guess, for a foul ball. My God, there were 3 possible outcomes on that pitch. You take it, it's ball 4. If it hits you, you're on base like a walk. But somehow it got a piece of the bat. Oh, it wasn't the knob. It was on the bat itself. Okay, here's the payoff again. Low! Tap, 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 tap. This inning is not over. It better not be. The challenge. That ball. No, it's a strike. Oh, God, it was worth the tap. It was the difference between bases loaded or end of the inning. And we are out of challenges. That ball by 1/10 of an inch, kissing the bottom of the zone. And the Orioles leave another runner in scoring position. Another man left on. Oh, the frustration mounts here in Baltimore. Offense, we are looking for you. Where are you? Boland winds up striking out the side. We go to the 8th. It is still 1-0 Philly. My goodness. Once again, folks, thank you for getting us over 300 likes tonight.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
And by the way, just because we got a nice, pretty number up there, and I don't know what direction to point on this screen. By the way, apparently this screen didn't help. We'll go back over here. But the odometer, way over in the upper left-hand corner. We got 5,500. That's great. But just because it's a pretty number doesn't mean stop subscribing. 5510 is next. I'm not greedy. I'm just a hype man. I'm just trying to hype it up, folks. How we doing out there? I don't want this game to end with the score the way it is. If we wind up losing, then we wind up losing. But not 1-0, please. Not 1-0. Shane Baz deserves better than that. Can we at least get a run to get him off the books for a loss, please? 55. Well, for that number, George, I'm going to have to check on the YouTube page itself because that's a number not ending in 0. But I'll let you know. Folks, we're ready for the top of the 8th. Grant Wolfram is on in relief, and it's the top of the order here for the Phillies. Wolfram is facing Trey Turner. We didn't bring him in to face Turner. We brought him in to face the next 2 guys, Schwarber and Harper. The 0-1 swung on a miss, and he's ahead of Turner 0-2. Grant Wolfram. Part wolf, part ram. That one's in the dirt. And the count now 1-2. Folks, I think I can get rid of my pinned message now. Everyone's been totally cool here in the chat tonight. And good work, everybody. We've gotten through 7 innings plus. 2 teams going at it. Tight ball game. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, and there's a chopper to third. Strand's going to try and throw, and he got him. Wow, Turner not as fast as he used to be. I thought off the bat that he was going to be safe. I didn't think Strand had a chance. Strand somehow gets it there in time. Turner's gone. That was a high chop, maybe off the plate. Low throw scooped by Alonso. He does that so frequently that you sometimes forget to give him credit. 1 away, here's Kyle Schwarber. And a big home run hack on that swing. He misses 0-1. Couple of strikeouts and 0 for 3 altogether for Schwarber tonight. All that against Shane Baz. That pitch inside, 1-1 the count. Hey, folks, let me advertise tomorrow's game, okay? I don't know what to call it. Is it going to be a rubber game or is it going to be a chance for a sweep? We'll have to wait. But either way, this pitch over the plate but low, 2-1 on Schwarber. Either way, this game tomorrow will have a 1:35 first pitch. Coverage will start on the channel here at 1:15 with Kyle Bradish going up against Zach Wheeler. That is a dandy of a pitching matchup. 2-1 pitch is outside. 3-1. You said rubber. Rubber? I hardly know her. Andrew Kittredge is up in the Oriole bullpen. The 3-1 pitch, that's in there. Full count to Schwarber. Orioles have 6 outs to play with. Their pitching has only given up 1 run. Here's a ball fouled off to the right. Bradish versus Wheeler tomorrow, folks. 1:35 first pitch, 1:15 for the coverage here on the BirdWatcher Channel. That's Eastern time, of course. Folks, we got over 400 people in the room. I promised I wouldn't bring up the likes, but I'm just saying you guys have done a great job. That's all. Just saying you guys have done great. Another payoff pitch. Come on, give us that call. We don't have any challenges left. Wolfram appeared to get the outside edge on that pitch. Can we get a robot diagram of that? Can you at least put our minds at ease, Masson, and let us know if that was a strike? Because that was close. Looks like it kisses the outside edge. And we don't have a challenge. Man. A 1-out walk to Schwarber. Here's Harper. And a check swing appeal. No swing. 1-0 on Bryce. Yes, Chilo, there is your first observation. Not, gee, I see Shane Baz pitched a good one tonight. Always, whatever the biggest negative comment you can make right out of the gate is the one we can count on from you, Chilo. No, don't come in and go, hey, guys, how you doing? Looks like Baz pitched to Jim. Nope. Go right to the one thing to point to why we're not winning right now. Perfect. Thanks. The count now is 3-0 on Bryce Harper. You have an uncanny ability at that, Chilo. Uncanny. The 3-0 pitch, and that's ball 4. Harper gets a 4-pitch walk And after retiring the first batter, the two lefties that Wolfram was brought in to face, he does not retire either of them. Schwarber at second, Harper at first, one out, and Alvarez is coming out. He knew all along that Wolfram was going to face those three batters. And that's it. We go to the bullpen. Another pitching change for the Orioles. Folks, stand by. Sheila, I'm going to continue to do this to you if you're going to continue to do this to me. I mean, I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm not going to let it slide, dude. Andrew Kittredge is coming on in relief with 2 on and 1 out in the top of the 8th. Folks, hang in there. Tight pitcher's duel tonight. This could go either way. It could get dramatic. Don't goo anywhere. All right. Folks, the Orioles are going to have yet another hat giveaway. Folks, we are running out of styles of hats to give away as promotions. I mean, at this point, just give out condoms. It's probably the most useful hat you could give out. All right, folks. I mean, after all, Charm City is known as the STD capital of the world. Hey, Alec Boehm is on with Kittredge, and it's a wild pitch. First pitch is wild. It goes to the backstop. Only 1 out in the inning, and now runners at second and third. Kittredge comes in and immediately makes a tough situation way tougher. Now no double play ball, not the conventional kind. Alec Boehm with a count of 1-0. The pitch hit on the ground and through the drawn-in infield for a base hit. 1 run is in. They'll stop the other one at third, and the Phillies lead it 2-0. That STD stat is like 20 years old. All right, well, I've been living out of the country now for about 12, so cut me a little bit of slack. I'm happy. The gonorrhea numbers have gone down, Soren. Thanks for the update. I'm glad chlamydia has gotten under control. Folks, come on into Dundalk. We are herpes free. All right. First and third, 1 out. We need a double play. It's Brandon Marsh. Oh, of course, Krabs. That goes without saying. Folks, the Orioles are trying to play for 2 up the middle and trying to cut off the runner at third on the corners. Here's a swing and a miss. The count is a ball and a strike on Brandon Marsh. Yeremil Geraldo, who was just called up, is throwing in the Oriole pen right now. Phillies have added their second run of the night already in the inning, and they're threatening for more. The pitch swung on, and that's hit out to right. It's going to drop in front of O'Neill. 1 run is in. A throw into second. 3-0 Phillies. Kittredge has come in and not helped. Kittredge has come in and not helped. He's given up back-to-back hits without getting an out. Oh, David. Yermil Geraldo, I think, isn't as bad as you make him out to be. There's a pitcher in there somewhere. And if you've been watching some of our bullpen lately, not all of them, but one or two guys. And again, we got an open spot with Kramer out of the rotation. Don't really need. Oh, there goes the runner on an 0-1 pitch. Throw down to second base for the trail runner. And Marsh will get in there without even a slide. It's a double steal for the Phillies. And this game is unraveling right now ever since Kittredge got into the ballgame. He has thrown 7 pitches. He's not recorded an out. He's allowed a double steal. The infield now all the way in. Here's a ground ball foul by Real Muto. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm going to Jackson. Johnny says good night. Good night, Johnny. Okay, we're still top 5. Phantom with the report. We're still top 5. Come on, folks. Come on. We're still top 5. No, we're not number 1. That's an old stat. We're 5th by gum. 2-2 pitch. That ball's hit. Foul. That was a dangerous moment right there. That one tried to sneak down the third base line, but it's a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We need a strikeout badly. You're late, but you brought beer? Hey, anybody who brings beer can show up late. You brought beer. You made up for it. 2-2 pitch. That one bounces in there. Kittredge has not looked good at all since coming into this ballgame, folks. This tight 1-0 lead is in danger of becoming not too tight. I mean, it's already 3-0 with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Full count to Real Muto. The payoff pitch. Down for ball 4. Michael, I think Kit was a bad idea to bring in from the bullpen, Michael. Burning an arrow, burning an arrow, burning a down, down, down. Bow, bow. Michael, this might have been a bad idea. Hey, folks, that's a reference for anybody born before 1979. Everybody else, just don't worry about it. Here's Bryson Stott. Want to know the count. Bases loaded. And make it ball 2. Oh, no, a late strike call there. An extremely late strike call there on a pitch that looked low. We'll take it. 1-1 the count. The pitch. That ball's hit on the ground right to Alonso. He'll go to the home plate for 1. Throw back to first is late. But Alonso does keep a runner from scoring. Orioles will make sure that second out at first wasn't made, and they will say no challenge. So that will go down as a fielder's choice with the runner at home, forced out. Base is still loaded, 2 down now. Phillies ahead 3-0. Michael, get your head in the game. Star Wars? That was not Star Wars. Folks, we got a mound meeting as Justin Crawford is the batter due up. Bases loaded, 2 down. Do I look like John Williams? No, this is cheesy 80s TV theme music. All right, folks. We need to get out of this inning lickety split, and I have to refresh my game. This happens sometimes. If you go like 2 hours without refreshing it, it'll just tell you to do it. I don't know why. So I might miss the first pitch of this at bat. If so, apologies. Hopefully nothing big's going to happen here. I'm trying to get back in. Hurry up. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, it's being a pain in the ass. Folks, stand by. Hey, Jack. Dwight, how are you, buddy? What's shaking with you, man? All right, here's a pitch that is called a strike. Where are we in the at-bat? I don't know. I am lost in the sauce. Crawford at the plate. It looks like a 3-1 count, so we have no room to screw around here. The pitch. Swung on, hit over to the right side, past Holiday into right. It's a base hit. 2 runs are going to score on this. It's 5-0 Phillies. Kittredge has absolutely shit the bed here in the 8th. Michael, I believe I've shit the bed. What's the protocol now? Here comes Albarnez. He's getting his exercise here in the 8th. Second pitching change of the inning. Well, that did not work. Folks, if anybody wants to trade for Andrew Kittredge, he's available. Go ahead and take that salary. Is that Cano? We're not. Oh, that's Geraldo. Okay, Yeromil Geraldo. I was about to say, why bring in Cano now? Yeromil Geraldo is about to make his first Orioles appearance since early in the season. We've got a commercial break. Call to the bullpen, folks. This game has gotten ugly, and even though we've been well at coming back lately, it's going to be tough with 6 outs to play with, down by 5. That's pretty tough. This is shaping up to have a rubber game tomorrow, folks. This is shaping up to look like a big rubber game tomorrow, but it's not over yet. Just trying to brace yourselves. If we do not come back tonight, don't let it get you down, okay? Because the team sure as hell can't be feeling down if they don't win tonight. They got to go back out there tomorrow in a must-win situation. In a hell of a pitching matchup. Kyle Bradish, if he's on his A game, I think our chances are pretty good. We just got to not let Zach Wheeler pitch the game of his life. Just 3 hits tonight from the offense through the first 7 innings, folks. The Phillies have scored more runs in the 8th than we have hits in the game. Typically, you can't win that way. Typically, you cannot win that way. We had that 4-run 7th inning last night. The Phillies put up a 4 spot here in the 8th, and they are still at the plate. 2 down, runners at the corners. And here's Geraldo. He made only 3 appearances. They did not go well for him. That ERA and just a inning and 2/3. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. It's in the 20s. First pitch strike, though, to Brian De La Cruz. He had what at the time was the biggest hit of the ball game, a RBI single to give the Phillies a 1-0 lead. It stayed that way all the way up till this top of the 8th. Check on Crawford at first. He's back. The odometer rolled over again. The odometer, Stephen Chapasco. That is the channel's member, subscriber count. I figured it was a little more interesting than just sub count. See, we're the Orioles, or the O's, if you will, and this is our odometer that's keeping track of our subscriber count. 0-2 the count on De La Cruz. The pitch. That's high, 1-2. I'm trying to remember what Geraldo throws. He just tried to throw a splitter, and that was not a quality pitch. Yeah, you got to stress that O. O. Not O, but O. This ball's line just fouled down the left field line. That would have scored at least another run, maybe two. Just foul. My goodness. Philly fans like to be educated. Okay. I can go along with that. Folks. 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. Foul again. Oh. Now, you Philly folks, depending on what part of Philly you're in, maybe you're in southern, if you're on the southern side and you're not in the city, you know the accent here. We're not that far away. We're brothers. Brothers from different mothers. Here's a 1-2 to De La Cruz. Up and a swing and a miss, and no need for Rogers to look toward any base to throw to. That's the final out of the inning. Or is it? The Orioles don't seem to think so. Masson thinks it's the end of the inning. Masson, have you screwed up? Is this inning over or not? Alvarez is waving his players off the field. Nobody had any idea that was the third out. Now, that is a problem. That is a problem when the entire team doesn't know what out it is. Not a good look. Holy shit, what are we doing? No clue. We go to the bottom of the eighth. We now trail it 5-0. We are in trouble, folks. It'll be Gunnar, Alonso, and O'Neill coming up. Now, in order for us to have a chance, those guys are going to have to come up twice in these next two innings, I would think. Okay. The city of eternal road construction. Now, hold on a minute. I used to live in the D.C. area, and anywhere around the Beltway, you could not pass two exits without having some BS construction job going on, making bad traffic even worse. So I don't know. Nkanu, if your town takes the trophy for eternal road construction. In fact, what was that one area around 395 when it hits the Beltway? There was some highway construction job that I swear my entire childhood growing up, it never got completed. I think they were trying to build a subway line that went south from D.C. into Virginia. And it always shut down the inner lanes on either side of that highway as they were working on it from the age of 5 until I moved away to college. The never-ending construction job. The mixing bowl. That might be it there, Rob. That might be it. Hell of a mixing bowl. Somebody toss a salad over there. Folks, here's Jose Alvarado on in relief. And you Philly fans, talk to me about Alvarado. He's not had a great season with the numbers. A 5.85 ERA. Opponents hitting .282 off of him, but he is averaging about 12 strikeouts per 9. He's going to go after Gunnar Henderson. We're looking for a lefty. I don't think Alvarez is on the top of our list, but Alvarado. It's 0-1 on Gunnar. Key Bridge. No, it's like right around Springfield. Springfield is where that mixing bowl is, right? Springfield, Virginia. Oh, what a mess. Folks, if you're not familiar with that area, you look at the road signs. It's a labyrinth. You don't know where the hell you're going. 1-1 to Gunner. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Gunner 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. But last time up, he came up in one of those clutch situations, and unfortunately, the at-bat ended with him hitting the bat down on the ground. Here's a ground ball to first. Harper going to take it to the bag for the unassisted putout. The Orioles are running out of outs. 5 left and 5 runs down. We have been shut out. As exciting as it has been to win the last 2 games, the finale in Detroit and last night here in Game 1 against the Phillies, we're only a few games removed from getting shut out 14-zip. And that would be bad if the Orioles can't get on the board here, to be shut out twice in a 4-game stretch. And again, I will say it again. We do not match up very well against lefties, do we? I mean, there's a reason why Albanez rolled the dice and said, I want Mayo to lead off tonight. That had to be some sort of, we got to try something to get this offense to work against the lefty. So far tonight, nothing doing. Here comes Pete Alonso, and he is in jeopardy of a golden sombrero. It's an 0 for 3 night with 3 strikeouts. First pitch, called a strike, very top of the zone for Pete. Come on, let's root on the polar bear to at least avoid that sombrero.
A polar bear stirs.
He's 2 for 9 off of Alvarado career-wise. One of those hits left the yard, but he's also struck out 3 times. He fouls one away, and he's in the hole 0-2. Oh, my. The 0-2. Inside. Folks, we are down 5. We still don't have a base runner with 1 out in the 8th. And right now, I just want Alonso to avoid striking out 4 times. The 1-2. Inside again, a curveball. Count even up. How many runs did the O's score the game after the last time getting shut out? Well, they got shut out 14-0, and then they were down 7-0 to the Tigers, and we came back to win 10-9. Alonso gets in one to center field. Crawford backing up, but he's got room. On the track, he makes the catch. 2 down. So that's where we're at, folks. 4 outs left now, down by 5. Tyler O'Neill coming up. He has a single. I think that was an infield hit, right? And plus a walk. 1 for 2. And a foul ball on a 99-mile-an-hour sinker by Alvarado. Makes it 0-1. Hey, for you JJ peeps, I hope you've been enjoying the coverage tonight, and I hope you will consider subscribing if you haven't already to help out the channel here. JJ, I promise you, would sign off on that. He would encourage you to do so. He's trying to help my channel grow, and I'm doing what I can to return the favor. You might have seen me do some redirects to his channel after I call games, bringing my audience over there to help his numbers. It's all about helping each other, folks. I think JJ is a solid dude. I'm very happy to see when he hit 10,000 subs earlier this season. I don't know of another guy that does this that deserves it more. I mean, the guy is a grinder, calling sometimes 2, 3, or more games a day. I couldn't do that. Even if I were his age, I don't know if I could do that. Tyler O'Neill with 2 down has a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one is up and away and a full count. Encarnacion Strand would be next, but O'Neill needs to find his way on base, or it'll be the 9th inning for Strand. Payoff pitch. Hit in the air, popped up on the infield. Harper, straddling the foul line, now goes back into fair territory and makes the catch. The Orioles have been shut down 8 innings tonight, and a chance of a victory here is quite low. I mean, we had a 99.5 or 0.6%, depending on where you looked, chance of losing in that game, down 7-0 to the Tigers. I got to think probability is, 99.6 right now. Same probability we had to lose on Wednesday afternoon. The difference is we had more outs to play with then. We only have 3 left here. We're going to the 9th inning, folks. It's the Phillies 5 and the Orioles nothing. Now, JJ fans, you guys might have a little bit of a conundrum here. I mean, I know you guys have been struggling lately. What has it been? 9 out of 12 lost? And then JJ has the night off, and you guys were told to come on over here for coverage? Well, I mean, if it winds up where you guys shut us out, I mean, you don't want to mess with superstition, do you? You're going to have to come back here tomorrow. We'll just have to check in with JJ and be like, hey, JJ, we love you, man, but we might have to come back to you on Monday. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Steven's on his porch with a beer, and his neighbors are shooting off fireworks. Hells yeah, that sounds like a Saturday night to me. In the summertime. In the summertime when the weather is hot. You can go out for a ride. Come on, folks. Burn it, burn it, burn it, boom. All right, top of the 9th. Here we go. First pitch with Geraldo still out there is a swing and a miss by Turner. Top of the order for the Phillies. Last chance for them to add on. You don't have to add on, do you? Isn't 5 enough? There's a recipe for success. Yes, is that what I'm saying? I like to imply a lot of things, folks. I don't like to force feed information. I'm like one of those A24 movies. I just kind of give you a conceptual idea of what I'm saying, and then it's up to you to put the pieces together and unlock the mystery. Here's a hard hit ball, diving attempt made by Strand, but it gets past him down the third base line and down the left field line for a leadoff double off of Geraldo. In the summertime, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Folks, things are not looking too good for the Orioles. Already down 5-0 in the 9th, and the Phillies now have a leadoff man on in scoring position, and Kyle Schwarber, the batter. Oh, boy, if Schwarber touches one off here, I think we can call this one a night. First pitch strike, that was a very fat pitch for Schwarber, a hanging splitter in the middle of the plate. Geraldo, don't you dare throw that pitch again. That was a meatball. Schwarber, I guess, was just wanting to see a first pitch. That one's inside. It's 1-1 on Schwarber. You can go out for a ride. Sorry, folks. I like to sing, by the way. That might drive some of my new subscribers away. Schwarber fouls off the 1-1. 2 strikes on the slugger, Schwarber. All right, folks, I said I would lay off talking about the light count, but here's the deal. We're down to less than an inning left in the ball game. I stopped talking about it for a good 20 minutes or so, but we've hit 325 likes. We got over 300 people in the room. Schwarber strikes out. Let me just get that out of the way.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That is the first out on the top of the ninth. Harper coming up. If we can get it to 350, folks, I promise. I can't ask for more, but I think we can do it. 23 likes gets us to 350. What a night that is. Here's Bryce Harper. Now, would I trade big numbers for the channel for an Orioles win? You bet your ass. But, you know, a bird in the hand is worth more than something in the bush. Something.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
Here's a splitter swung on a miss. There's a good splitter from Geraldo. Is that Seth Johnson getting up? A righty in the Philly pen along with Duran, the closer. I don't know why they want Duran in here. 5-0 lead. Save him for tomorrow, even though we're going to win. Here's a pop-up. Gunner going into the outfield. Will make the catch. 2 down. Maybe Duran just hasn't pitched in a while. That might be it. Here's a little song I wrote. You might sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Mozzie Sticks is apparently only on this channel waiting until I do my Eddie Vedder impression. I sang alive once. And I don't know how many times you brought it up, dude. That's more than once tonight, I think. Part of the special thing about singing while calling the game, Mozzie Sticks, is never knowing what I'm going to start singing. It's a surprise, man. It's a surprise. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Alec Boehm with a runner at second, 2 down. Did I even mention how Harper got retired? I can't remember. He popped out to shortstop. Sorry, folks. I'm losing my mind. I'm also losing my stream. It's a good thing this game's almost over. I think my internet is about to crap out. Come on, hang in there. It's a count of 2 balls and a strike to Alec Boehm. Geraldo looks at the runner at second, looks back at him again, and the pitch swung on and missed. 2-2. One more strike, and we go to the bottom of the ninth, but we are down by more than a salami. It's going to take a hell of a ninth inning comeback. Pitch number 21 of the inning is fouled right behind home plate. Still 2-2 on Alec Boehm. All right, Mozzie, hang in there, buddy. Twice and 3 times is the charm. Mozzie, one day. And I might not sing that one. I might give you a Pearl Jam song you never thought I'd ever do. Maybe a little Temple of the Dog? Mozzie, would you be okay if I did a little Temple of the Dog? I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boehm strikes out. The inning is over. We're going to the bottom of the ninth, down by 5. And the rest of this is for Mozzie Sticks. Come on, let me get into full karaoke mode. But I can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Yeah. But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies, the slaves all are working. And it's on the table, the mouths are all choking, but I'm going hungry, yeah. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. But I can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Oh, but it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies, the slaves are all working. Blood is on the table, the mouths are all choking, but I'm going hungry, going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry. Folks, there's only so many notes I can hit. Burn out, burn out, burn out. Burn out, burn out, burn out. Burn out, burn out, burn out. Yeah, I don't mind stealing bread. Oh, no, I don't mind stealing bread. Yeah, but I'm going hungry. All right, Mozzie, you got a whole damn song. Now, don't ever bring up those damn dirty-ass, flannel-wearing, greaser, what do you call, what was that music? Grunge. Enough of the grunge. All right, folks, we're back underway. Christian Encarnacion Strand fouls off the first pitch. I guess Duran, the Philly closer, hasn't had a save chance in a while because I guess he needs the work. He's got a 5-0 lead. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike on In Cars. Where's your button, buddy? In Cars. Now the question is how many subscribers unsubscribed after my latest karaoke? This ball's hit high in the air to the right side. It won't get out of play. It'll stay in foul ground, and Harper makes the catch. Encarnacion pops out to Harper, and the Orioles have 2 outs left. Time to tune in for the Pearl Jam pull. That's it, Mozzie. That's it. Mozzie. You pressured me, and you pressured me, and I finally caved in, and I gave you a great rendition. I didn't warm up for that. Did anybody notice me warm up for that? I had to switch between Eddie's voice and my boy from Soundgarden's voice, Chris Cornell. I went from Cornell back to Eddie, back to Cornell. I mean, come on here. Mozzie Sticks should be good to go now for months, I would hope. 1 down, and the batter is Leody Taveras. He's 0 for 3. It's been a tough night for Leody. He's had some bad defensive games recently. Tonight, it's been a tough night at the plate. He's had a couple of big spots, and it has not gone well. But you can't make him the scapegoat, folks. This entire offense has been shut out with 2 outs left. Count 2-1 on Taveras. Pitch right down the middle, and Leody only able to foul it off. It's 2-2. Folks, we got 333 likes. That's a lot of threes. 17 from 350, and I swear we're done. 17 more likes. Here's the pitch. Leody fouls it off. Still 2-2. That pitch got up there at 102 from Duran. 102. My goodness. By the way, that song was sung at approximately 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning here in Thailand. I'm sure that went over well. Tavares fouls one off to the right. It is still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not grunge. I don't know. There was a lot of flannel. It's a lot of long hair. And I believe they were in Seattle at the time. That ticks a lot of grunge boxes. Tavares has a full count now. And will ask for time with full count. Totally forgot dude's name. What dude you thinking of? What dude? Give me a hint. Here's a full count pitch. Popped up. Left side. And a couple of steps to his right. Marsh makes the catch. The Orioles are down to their final out. We're going to have to play for a rubber win tomorrow, folks. And anytime you're rubber, you're winning. Right, folks? A rubber win. If you're rubber, you win. My singing stopped the likes. The latest attempt at trying to make me feel self-conscious about singing. Folks, it's never stopped me before. It won't now. Here's a curveball called for a strike to Jackson Holliday, our final hope. Help me, Jackson Holliday. You're my only hope. A swing and a ball popped up, should end the ball game. Shallow right. The second baseman Stott gives way. De La Cruz makes the catch, and this game ends with a whimper. The Orioles tonight in the loss column. Both the Phillies and the Orioles left 8 men on base. That is the only way this game was close in the left on base department. Otherwise, the Phillies shut us out 5-0, out hitting us 10-3 in the process. And they have evened up this series, and it sets up for a huge game tomorrow. And I know you Philly fans feel the same way as us Oriole fans, and that is tomorrow's game. You don't want to lose it. You really, really don't want to lose it. Oh, God. All right, folks, we're going to talk about this result. I don't think we're going to talk about it for too long. Sorry, Philly fans. We're not going to sit here and talk about how great you were tonight. This is still an Orioles channel. So if you Philly folks have been satisfied and you're done, feel free to enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for being here. Please just check once again to make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Try to help us get this close to 350 as we can. And once more, you can subscribe. JJ would want it that way. Also, when you get back on with JJ tomorrow, we're both going to be calling the same game at the same time. I'm not going to have a chance to really thank JJ for the promotion of my channel to bring you guys over here tonight. So please, on my behalf, would you thank JJ for me when he goes on live tomorrow? I'd appreciate it. Very nice of him to help bring out a nice crowd tonight. We broke records. We broke records with this crowd. I don't want to make that the emphasis of the night because, you know, end of the day, we're feeling a bit bummed about the result of this ball game as Oriole fans. But I figure you Philly fans might be leaving a little early, and I just wanted to acknowledge all of that stuff. Thanks for being here, everybody. All right, 5-0 your final. The Orioles back to 3 games under 500. Gosh darn it. You know, you win 2 out of 3, and it works out to be 2 steps forward and 1 step back. We go together because opposites attract, and you know, it ain't fiction. You know it's a fact. Sorry, just random Paula Abdul lyrics from 37 years ago. Folks, Christopher Sanchez gets the win. He now has 14 wins on the season. My goodness, 14-4. Shane Baz, meanwhile, against his 10th loss, he's got double-digit losses. Shane Baz is better than that record of 4-10. He went 6 1/3 innings tonight. He only gave up 1 earned run. That is more than a quality start. He only walked 1 guy. He did give up 6 hits, but he did a good job of scattering them. And again, only the 1 earned run. His ERA went down. He struck out 4 batters. His ERA now at 3.86. But unfortunately, our bullpen, no matter what they did, that 1 run was enough for the Phillies tonight. It was. We didn't score. No scoring from either side through the first 4 innings. That first run was I think it was a 2-out RBI single from the number 9 batter, Brian De La Cruz. That brought in Bryson Stott. And then the Phillies pretty much made it a done deal with that 4-run 8th inning. An RBI single from Alec Boehm, another one from Brandon Marsh, and then a 2-run single by Justin Crawford. That came off a couple of guys out of our pen, Grant Wolfram and Andrew Kittredge, in that inning. Neither one of them had it tonight. And the only positive thing I can say is that the unreliable guys, Rico Garcia, he did come in and he did okay. He only threw 4 pitches and got 2 outs. So he should be available tomorrow. We didn't get anything good from Wolfram. We didn't get anything good from Kittredge. And Geraldo came in to get the final 4 outs, throwing 23 pitches. So you can probably cancel his availability for tomorrow. But what that leaves us is our best relievers to choose from in this finale tomorrow. You feel me, folks? We do have that in our hip pocket. Hopefully that's going to help. Kyle Bradish is going to make the start. And again, we'll have Tyler Wells ready to go. We'll have Yenier Cano ready to go. We might have to go to Walker instead of Wolfram if we need a lefty. That's not ideal, but again, Wolfram tonight didn't have it. Gave up 2 walks, and they both came in to score. Steve Duke just realizing that my Paula Abdul reference just made him realize just how old he is. Yes. That was like 1989, right? I remember like everything from 1989 because that is the Orioles' magical why not season. And everything that happened in 1989, I have a better memory of that year than any other year. You can ask me what happened in 2024. I don't know. Don't even bother with the 20 aughts and the 2010s. Those years all just feel like one long year to me. Hey, do you remember in 2009? No, I don't. I don't know the difference between 04 and 07 and 09 or 2012. Hey, folks. Melanie Newman's on. She's got her hair up. The eyebrows are arched. The makeup's on point. Just one problem. It's Melanie Newman. All right. So, yes, we are back to 3 games under. That was game number 111 on the season. We have 51 games left to go. 51 games left to go. If we win tomorrow, we're back to 2 under. And remember, folks, I said it. If we can get to 60 and 60, that's where I want to get to. Now, in order to do that, where we are after tonight, 9 games, 6 and 3. The good thing is the Angels are coming to town next. I do believe the Angels have the worst record in the American League. If we're going to pick up some wins, if we're going to have a chance at a sweep, not to mention that 2 of their 3 announced starters for that series coming up are on the trade block. Reed Detmers and Jose Soriano. There's a chance that their 2 best pitchers won't even be available to them by the time we play them. And that would be fantastic. So, yeah, hang on to hope that we can make up the ground necessary to, if not get back to 500, at least be within a game with that series. All right? And, yeah, we'll try to get there. We'll try to get there, man. We're and what's the series after? I'm always doing this now. Everything's about looking ahead. 1 second, folks. After we get the Angels, we go on the road first to Texas. And then 3 more in Minnesota. Next time we need a 5th starter is Saturday versus the Rangers. Oh, that's right. We can use the off day to bump. That's right. Yeah, and I'm seeing it here. Well, right now they have an empty spot. Can Rogers, wait a minute. Rogers last pitched when? Rogers is scheduled to pitch game 2. Right now I'm looking at no announced starter for game 1. That was Kramer's spot. Last I heard, if you guys follow Locked On Orioles, Connor Newcomb, there's a lot of trashy Oriole channels out there. I think Connor's at least decent. It doesn't feel like just a BS, like AI-driven channel. I think Connor was suggesting that we would probably call up Cade Povich to make that start in that open spot. But again, with the off day, we could just move everybody up. Yeah, we could just move everybody up after Bradish pitches tomorrow, off day, and then move everybody up. Why not? That sounds like a plan. That would put Rogers in for game 1, Young for game 2, and Baz for game 3. And then Bradish could start game 1 in Texas, and then we would need that next pitcher. Yes, I can see, yes. Okay, folks. That's going to pretty much wrap things up with the coverage tonight. I'm going to see if there's another streamer out there currently calling a game, and if so, I'll redirect you over to there. Keep in mind, there's a chance I might live stream at any given time if the Orioles pull off a major trade. But at the same time, I might not be able to go on live after a big trade. I might be in the middle of sleeping because it's midday for you, but middle of the night for me. I'll tell you this. When the Dean Kramer trade happened, I didn't think it was enough for me to make a event out of it. Now, if we got a starting pitcher to us in a trade, that's something. But, Anyway, my point being, just keep your eyes peeled, folks, because outside of calling these scheduled ball games here over the next couple of days, a good chance I might go on for some kind of live look-in on trade stuff. Monday, that we have that off day, I'm pretty much going to keep a couple of hours, maybe somewhere between 1 and 2 hours in the evening free to stream to cover that final day of the trade deadline. I think a lot of other guys are going to do that because, we got an off day. Seems like a good time to stream and talk about the Orioles and how the roster's looking. And there still could be another trade in our midst. It could happen live on air during that coverage. But I'm going to try to do 2 events on Monday. One here on this channel, doing that trade coverage. Probably going to start that up about 7 p.m. until about 9 p.m. And then I'm going to hop over to my other channel because I want to have a little bit of fun on my comedy channel. My comedy channel, folks. One day I'm going to advertise it to you, but for now, I'm just going to work on my... I'm going to work on things over there. I've kind of left that channel abandoned here for the last couple of seasons. All right, folks, I've been flapping my gums way too much. Let's see who's streaming right now. And I'll send you over there. We still have 120 people here, so that's a nice crowd to bring to somebody. As I look for this, I want to thank the mods for doing a great chat job tonight. Looks like your job was easier than we could have possibly imagined. The Philly fans here tonight, again, I'll acknowledge, You guys were fantastic. I'll be honest. I kind of made a point to not pay too much attention to the chat tonight for fear of, trash talk, missiles flying back and forth between two teams, two fan bases. But everybody, Oriole fans and Philly fans, of course, it makes it easier for Philly fans when they shut us out. That helps. I don't know if we would have had the same reception if the score was reversed. But, yeah, you guys, everybody really did well there. Dr. Delay right now is covering the Pirates and the Reds. I think that game began with a rain delay. So that's why that game is still on. Let me check where they are. Top of the 7th inning there. Okay. We're going to send you over to Dr. Delay, folks. If you're not familiar with him, he does all kinds of sports, but he definitely is a Pittsburgh guy. He does Pirates. He covers the Steelers during the season as well. And he's a really good play caller. I like Dr. Delay's style. Don't let him know I said that, though, or else his ego is going to go out of control, and we can't be having that. Okay, let me get this link. For some reason, his event is not popping up in this redirect area, but if I put in a fresh link, there it is. All right, thanks to everybody else for helping break so many numbers tonight, records, I mean. I know we broke a like count record tonight. That is awesome. 341 likes. And we'll probably get a few more from, well, then again, I don't know how many. We got bird watchers out there that can't watch the game live. They watch it later. But if they can see what the score is going to be and we got shut out, they may not watch it all. But anyway, we got to 340. We might get to 350. There were a couple of trolls. Okay. I did see our buddy come in to try to leave one message, but yeah, it's getting to the point now where it's hilarious that he's just so desperate. And of course, it's like in all caps. He probably sits there and like writes out the message and maybe has like a second one like copy and pasted so he can just quickly put the second one in. Like just so desperate to get 3 seconds of attention on my little YouTube channel. It is so sad and hilarious to watch. He wants to win, folks. Doug wants to win. Oh, he's a winner, all right. He is a winner. Holy shit, does he have problems? Folks, Dr. Delay coming up. And why is he holding a Speedy Gonzalez puppet? Hey, folks, once I send you over there, it might not be on your screen, but just ask this question right out of the gate. Is that a Speedy Gonzalez puppet you're holding in your hand right now? Okay. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Again, 1:15, we'll start the coverage here for this critical final game of the series. Kyle Bradish up against Zach Wheeler. Don't miss it. Have a good rest of your Saturday night. And until tomorrow, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Folks, we got shut out tonight. It sucks. We'll get back at it tomorrow. Till then, peace out. Here comes Dr. Delay.